Good evening, Samantha. How are you? Happy Tuesday. Welcome to the stream. My name is RX_Hydro. We're playing the Alan Wake 2 Lake House DLC that came out just today, and I am ill, as you may be able to hear. How are you? I hope you're not ill. I hope your day is going well. My day's not going bad, given I'm sick. Well, all things being equal, I'd prefer not to be, especially as we're gonna try to do this DLC in one sitting. I don't know how long it is, but if you rolled together into a big ball the 3 episodes of the previous DLC, I think they would have been notably shorter altogether than one average weekday stream for me. So I feel like even if this is a bit more substantial, it's possible. But we'll see. We'll see. I was very confident up until yesterday when I woke up quite sick. Some of you may remember me saying on Sunday's stream, I had that sort of like dry, back of the soft palate feeling of perhaps getting sick. Usually that indicates to me I'm a day or two away from not feeling unwell. I woke up yesterday, just full-blown cold. Not the worst cold. It's kind of resisting Dayquil a little bit, though it does help. But not the worst cold, but it just shocked me how fast it came on, and pretty much the same today. So, thank goodness we're not investigating Scratch and everything to do with Alan Wake 2's plot. No. We're relaxing at the lake house. Doesn't that sound fun? Doesn't that sound like someplace you could unwind? What's going on, Groovy Doom Guy? Hey, Explodaberry. Hey, Christian. Hey, Chaos. What's up, Caroline? Good to see you. How is it going, Thomas? Captain Rybear. Sad Cat. Molten King. Flynn. LMNOP. What's up, Shiro? Hey everybody, welcome in. Happy Tuesday. How are you doing? Have fun playing Guess the Game while you're busy at the beginning of stream. I think, for the sake of my energy levels, health of my throat, because I'm worried, it doesn't hurt, but I'm worried about talking my voice out, you know, if the stream goes very long. I think we're going to make the command decision to skip Guess the Game. We'll just chat for a little bit and then get to it. We'll see. Sam Lake doing Sam Lake things again this stream? Probably. Pre-stream gang, what's up? Hey Sammy, hey Molten, hi Flynn, Tiny Bread, welcome in everybody. Hello. No blue screen of death today, not yet. Fingers crossed it won't happen, it's going smoothly so far. Welcome in everyone. What's up, Goat Lord? Hey BJ Birdie, hey Freakadelic. Hello. Literally just finished the DLC that came out today, good time. How long did it take you? About. And good time, I'll take that as a positive review, great. GG, well done. I'm looking forward to it. Hydro puts the sick in ASMR. Sorry you're sick again. Your voice sounds cool, though. Sometimes I get a bit lucky, and it just adds a nice edge to my voice. There's a couple times that I remember hearing... Who was it I heard do this? I think it was a comedian. Maybe it was an actor. I can't recall. But they said they would just like...
Welcome to Sans, you're gonna have a good time. Stay right, we'll fuck you while you try to walk through traps.
Just realized I was ba-ba-ba-ba-ba'ing over the words. Not adding so much as subtracting. Fitz! Happy Tuesday! Welcome in, I hope you're doing well. And thank you so much for the generous gift sub over on Twitch. I really appreciate that. I am sure the recipient does as well. And I hope they enjoy their emotes. I hope they enjoy not getting pre-roll ads when they join the stream. Thank you so much, Fitz. That's a very kind gift. How are you? Good to see you, friendo. Pilot just skipping the pre-flight checks. I'm pretty sure I saw both wings on there when I came in. It's gonna be fine. What was I saying? Oh yeah. Not even for like jobs that they had been offered necessarily, but this actor, comedian, whoever it was, said they would take the chance to do things like record on their phone or something, doing some, you know, monster voices and villain voices for like kids stories and shit whenever they were ill and their voice was more gravelly. I did that a couple times years ago. It was very fun. Just doing like characters I like from games and stuff. I wonder if I have those recordings anywhere. I don't think I do. I think I made them and I was like, that was fun. Why do I have these now? Can't think of why I would have deleted them, but I have no idea where I would have put them. Skip, guess the game. Are you fit to stream? Uncertain, unsure. Hydro sick again. Is this a loop or spiral? Thank you for adding that command, Explodaberry. That was a fantastic idea. Thank you so much for working on that. Welcome in, Fair Cry. How you doing? How is everyone? I am ill, but otherwise good, so I'm doing well overall. Wanted to check in while you're playing some Diablo 4. Are you enjoying the new expansion? I fully intend to play it at some point because I was very taken with the story of the base game Diablo 4. Though I played a druid, which I believe was known to be quite a powerful build, the like bear druid I played through the campaign at the time, but I was shocked how slow playing the game felt, and it looked like it with my friends too. I'm not sure it was just my build. While we were leveling up. Now it's the kind of thing that once you have, oh, I've got 600,000 haste on my gear at maximum level, maybe that's why people were like, Druid's the best. But overall, the gameplay felt slow to me, but I loved the story, and I very, very much thought the trailer for the expansion looked like more of the same. So I intend to try the story at some point. Hope you're having fun with it. Record the Sekiro redeems while sick and pretend it's Ishin saying it. It's cute, a good time to do it. Yeah, it's a fun little thing to do when you're like couch-bound, just watching TV or something. I have spent my last couple days watching a lot of Star Trek The Original Series, which I've wrapped up. Apart from one episode that I bought the Blu-rays of the entire original series, and one episode, fresh out of the package, very carefully handled the discs, just faulty, doesn't play. So apart from that, I wrapped that up and I watched the first like TV movie episode of Star Trek The Next Generation. I've never been a big Star Trek guy, but it's great background noise. Enjoying it a lot. Maybe it's because I'm 61 now. I've slowed down enough that it's like, oh, you kids with your Star Wars and all the rushing off to overthrow people and your rebellions. I mean, good for you, fight the good fight, but some nice space diplomacy. Maybe people can talk things over. Maybe that's why. Anyway, I've been watching it recently. That and old animes. I was talking with Felony about old animes when we played games a little bit yesterday. Because she was like, oh, I'd never seen the one you posted, FLCL. And I told her a little bit about it. I told her I thought, it's going to feel a bit dated to her if she watches it. She's a lot younger than me, like 40 years. But I do think, having no expertise in this area, but I do think that FLCL and Cowboy Bebop, the other old anime I've been rewatching a little bit of recently, are two interesting sides of this transition in anime, where Cowboy Bebop is like the end game of the high detail, slightly lower animation than modern Focus. Like, Spike's ship has all this fucking scratches on it and stuff they would never bother with today. They would do more like flat shapes so they could animate it more wildly as it's spinning and diving. There are absolutely moments of beautiful animation in Cowboy Bebop, for sure, but it's a different style of overall. And FLCL, 2001, 3 years later, Cowboy Bebop started in 98, FLCL is a lot more like modern animes, with much simpler shapes, twisting and changing and animated in crazy, wild, higher frame rates and doing weirder things. Anyway, she was like, yeah, sure, whatever, why don't we focus on this mythic dungeon we're doing in Warcraft? And I was like, all right, I'll shut up. Oh. Try the new class yet? It's pretty good. Nice. Almost supposed to be a typo that should say more than. Oh, I see. Trekking for the win? Yeah, I'm having a good time. Have you seen the Ghost Stories dub? It's wild. I have not. Hearing him as an American say FLCL and not Fulukuli feels weird. Does it? They write at FLCL all the time, but I know it goes back and forth where like, in fact, I mean, I have the official subs from the, Blu-rays here in the US. I have the subs that they okayed to go out on their own Blu-rays. And there are times where the characters say, Furi Kuri, but it says FL, capital letters. So, I don't know what to say. When it came out, we had no idea what to say. We just said, oh, there's this new thing called FLCL, and then it got stuck in my head. Oh my god, Ghost Stories is infamous. Watched a bit of it in the last year. Huh. You started The Gunslinger by Stephen King last night. It's your first Stephen King book, so we'll see how it goes. Is that part of the Dark Tower series? I feel like The Gunslinger is like one of the characters who's throughout the Dark Tower. I had a friend in high school who was obsessed with it. And it sounds like an amazing world. It's such a huge commitment. I haven't stepped into it myself. Whether or not it's part of that big world, I know we liked The Gunslinger. I hope you enjoy. I didn't realize for a long time what an incredible wild fantasy series or set of books. I guess that's the same as series. What wild fantasy books Stephen King had, not just horror. You know? Oh, it is Dark Tower. Dark Tower's a wild rise progress. Okay, I hope you enjoy. I'm back. Welcome back, Groovy Doom Guy. If you just see clips of Ghost Story, it seems like an abridged series. Where do you get the background music from? My friend Await the Ape, college buddy of mine, real life friend of mine, makes it for me. I commissioned him to do this. I asked him for something that sounded a little bit like video gamey, but I didn't tell him it has to sound like bleeps bloops, like from an N64 or something. And I wanted something Halloweeny, and we went back and forth for a while. He gave me a lot of options, and in fact, this track, which is called Delving in a Haunted Castle, as well as other options that he presented me and we didn't go with, but he later developed himself. There is a short album of four of them available on Spotify if you want to hear him yourself. He goes by the name Stubborn Butter there. You can also find his band that he's in with Sasahedron and Skullboy. Skullboy did this art. Sasahedron and Skullboy are also friends of mine. If you look up Teen Cat, one word, on Spotify, he's an incredibly musical guy. His whole family is musical, and he's an incredible musician. But yeah, he does it for me. Yeah. Okay. One more time. I am sick. You can probably kind of hear that. I would like to get the Alan Wake 2 Lake House DLC that came out today, and we were playing today, finished today. I don't know if that's possible, but I'm gonna try. For that reason, as your captain, here comes the Star Trek I've been watching, I'm making the the command decision. It's my command and I can make it. I'm making the command decision that we skip Guess the Game today. Now, First Officers Samantha and First Officer David, I can't believe I gave you this power. What a mistake I made. If you'll get your keys ready, we will insert them simultaneously, and we will turn them to activate emergency go directly to stream mode. Insert. David, you ready now? Good. Now, on my mark. Mark. David. Oh, you did it at the right time? I just didn't believe you would ever do anything right. All right, good. Perfect. Hey, Batadar, good to see you. Welcome in. Hope you're having a good time. Windows Internet Explorer, thank you so much for this.
Suddenly in the darkness, something glinting. A crystal panther.
There it is. First Crystal Panther redeem of the night. Enjoy. Hope you do. Thank you so much for the redeem. Windows Internet Explorer. This is going to be a fun camera angle as the night goes longer and longer, and I lose more and more of my ability to focus. I have to blow my nose a few times and become a little more gross over time. This is going to be a real fun camera angle. All looking forward to it. All looking forward to it. Catchphrase, Captain Catchphrase. Yes, sir, Captain. I'm here at the start of stream for once. Really hope you didn't click on the newest one. You ruined the perfect streak already. I did not. I did not open up Guess the Game at all. We're safe for me adding a second glitch to the one we're already trying to clear. All right, let's get this started. Pop this open, fade the music out, and away we go. One more time, you can find that song to listen to yourself on Spotify by the artist Stubborn Butter, 2 words, along with 3 others. Options that Await the Ape originally presented me when I asked him for something sort of Halloweeny for the stream, and then he developed himself when I went with that one. Yeah, add him to your playlists. Follow him as an artist there on Spotify. I don't know what his plans are, but he may have more to add to it. We'll see. Okay, we dealt with a lot in the base game of Alan Wake 2, and on top of that, you can probably hear I am sick today. I've got just a cold, but still, it's sapping me of a little strength. So luckily, what we are here back at the game again to do today is just to head out to the lake house and relax, unwind at the lake house, right? Descend into a Federal Bureau of Control research facility and unravel the mysteries lurking within. I mean, that sounds like a lot in and of itself, but it's the Lake House. That just sounds like a nice place. How bad could it be? Hmm? Expansion quick slave slot. Yeah, whatever. I don't know what that means.
This isn't the Bureau's first time in Bright Falls.
Kieran Estevez.
1970, 76, 8. Last one was in 2010.
Wonder why that
It's
was.
not exactly clockwork, but this town sees way more altered world events than most. We knew it was just a matter of time before the lake acted up again.
That damn lake.
After the AWE in 2010,
That damn Sam
the
Lake.
FBC's research department set up a facility, the Lake House, to study the Threshold and Cauldron Lake, find better ways to contain the entity inside.
And just a place for agents to go and unwind in the beauty of Washington State, right?
A spike in paranatural activity at Cauldron Lake.
A spike in relaxation, right?
On this case saga, the Lake House was my first stop. I was short-handed, hoped they could spare some help, maybe give us some intel on the situation. If I had any clue what was waiting for us in there, Saga, I'd have just kept on driving.
But we'd already reserved the Airbnb, and this close to the time we couldn't get our money back, so we were gonna make the best of it and relax there. Relaxing music. I should say, from what I've heard and one shot in the trailer, this deals perhaps quite a bit with the events of Control. This may spoil parts of Control, their other game. So, fair warning. Completely understand if you're interested in playing Control with no spoilers, you may want to avoid this. I wouldn't think it'll spoil all of Control by any means, but there's a scene from midway through the game that they have just one shot from in the trailer for this DLC,
We're on the
so
Threshold's doorstep, so keep your eyes peeled.
Yes, ma'am.
be aware. Pin, please, you got it. I'll do it right after this cutscene. I think we're in Control. I think I can do it now. Thank you for typing that out. Similar fair warning, just as I pin this. This game comes with its own photosensitivity warning. So if you are photosensitive or simply don't like jump scares and flashing lights, this game may not be for you. And when we played on Sunday, this dealt with serious mental health issues. I also have no reason to believe that will come up, at least not with the severity as it did today's stream. But if you find those issues distressing, this game has shown it will mention them, at least, unflinchingly, and even depict, not graphically, some distressing activity. So just please know that and take care of yourself. First, before all else, take care of yourself. Thank you. Oh yeah, and I don't need this menu. The other thing I need is the Do Not Disturb menu. Here it is. Boom, it's on. Okay, thank you for the reminder. As always, Explodaberry. And Samantha for pointing out I need to pin it and so on. Thank you, all of you. Hey, Felody, how you doing? Happy Tuesday, friendo. Pin the message for Explodaberry on YouTube. I've got it. Thank you for the notice. Thank you for the reminder. Is this the oldest lake house? I think not, but we haven't gone inside yet. We'll see. Yeah, take care of yourself. Eat some spaghetti and hydrate. Definitely mental health warning for this one. Really? Okay, good to know. Maybe the mental health warning is stronger than I might have made it sound for this DLC. I mean, let's just go in. I already tried the intercom in the video and nothing happened, right? Estevez's ID card. Enter. Ba-ba-boom.
This shouldn't take long, okay? You see anything, radio me.
Now, similar to the Quantum Break DLC, are you going to give me something like a
Lake
flashlight?
House was run by the research department. Research and investigations don't really see eye to eye.
Okay.
What they call science, I call a violation of Bureau protocol and human decency. Classic interdepartmental drama. Your FBI saga, you know how it goes.
Sure.
Now, in retrospect, my low opinion of the research department may have clouded my judgment.
I saw the decisions that you made during the base game story. I'm not sure about your judgment at all, Estevez. So you were in quite a bit of distress then with your leg being injured, and I think most of your agents were dead at that point. Research hogging up all the budget. I wonder if Estevez has a mind place. I'm gonna hit tab now. Estevez has no interiority. Wow. I'm almost jealous. That's one thing I want to say, by the way, that I forgot to mention during my review of the base game that I mostly gave on Sunday. I think that Alan Wake's mind place is great. I think that the writing room, it's not his mind place. You know what I mean? I think that, I just want to say quickly before I forget to mention it again, that Saga's mind place is amazing at the start when they're introducing you to it. Incredible in the way it mechanically and thematically plays out at the end of the game. And in the middle, I think it should be cut in half. I think there should be half as many reasons to go in there. I don't think there should be almost any redundant clues. It's different events or notices should just give you the same clue, whichever you find first. I think some of the screens should all be done for you or shouldn't exist, like where you put all the lunchboxes on. I think it's bad. Half of it. That's a very personal opinion. Headed out, Flynn. Thanks for hanging out for a bit. Head off and have a relaxing evening. We'll hopefully have our own relaxing evening here, but I think you probably get better chances if you're not here. On the quill? I am on the Dayquil. You off the quill today, Hydro? I took a Dayquil just before the start of stream. It's honestly, Dayquil usually works really well for me. It's sort of like 50-50 on this cold. I don't know what's up. ID card again. Hydro's just upset he didn't find all the collectibles.
Hello?
I just hate an unfinished mind place, all right? It's awful.
Kieran Estevez.
They should just give it.
Investigations
It's
Department.
awful.
No one wants to check the individual carrying a firearm into a restricted government facility?
Hello.
No?
And welcome to another exciting day here at the Lake House. As I'm sure you know, I am Dr. Jules Marmont.
Hello.
And this is my wife.
Dr. Diana Marmont.
And together...
I was going to make a joke at one point during the base game about their names being Marmont and Marmont. And they're actually doing that. The number of times this game feels like it's reading my mind.
We are the heads of research at...
Remedy couldn't have figured out how to read people's minds, right? Because they are the studio that would keep that incredible advanced secret just to do better story for their games. That's not possible.
This facility. We want to thank you all for helping us break new ground in our study of Cauldron Lake.
That's right, Jules. But don't let our exciting work in threshold regulation and dimensional coupling keep you from observing the proper safety protocols.
You said it, Diana. We run a tight ship here at the Lake House. So, always remember the 3 S's.
Shoot, shoot, shoot.
Safety, security, and censorship.
It's a C. It's a C.
Why,
It's not a lake, it's a
that
sea.
is the joke, Diana.
Well, it's a stupid
Wonderful joke, Jules. We'll see you down there.
Have a nice day.
Yeah, that seems healthy.
Very healthy. They have, recreated the aesthetic of the oldest house here in Washington. That's interesting of them. 10 out of 10 edit. Absolutely seamless. Took me a minute to even notice. They 100% would. Sam Lake is an elder god. He's way more into this than his wife. He just loves his work. She does not, clearly, yeah. Security, safety, sense. It's an S here, too. Look, listen, think. A safe workplace is everyone's responsibility. We're getting more of those. Posters like that. I mean, posters like that have been throughout this game, too. But the sort of workplace version of them like that were a big thing in Control. So were retracted documents. 7/14/2023, so just a couple months ago, but before the events of Alan Wake 2, because that was August, wasn't it? From Ava Romani to FBC personnel, subject to status update regarding the oldest house. To all staff, on-site observation teams report that the oldest house is still under active lockdown. This is 4 years after the events of Control, I believe. It might be a different lockdown, but it might have been on lockdown for 4 years. Status of Director Trench, management. No, they think Director Trench is still in charge. It's been on lockdown for 4 years. Management team and all other personnel inside the oldest house at the time of the lockdown's initialization remains unknown. Observation teams have detected fluctuations in the redacted field originating from the oldest house as of redacted, increasing in strength as it loops through a specific pattern every redacted hours. For 4 years, it's been looping through a pattern that you measure in hours. I mean, that might be 100 hours, but that's a lot of loops. These readings are currently being analyzed by research staff in the Boston office. Any personnel with information pertaining to the signal should contact them immediately. Sincerely, Avaramani, supervisory agent.
That's handy.
Hey, we got a map of the lake house.
An
Delightful.
experiment. That bodes well.
Dr. Marmont here to remind you to put in 100% effort today. Any unaccompanied artist must be reported to security immediately. Redacted seems like a dangerous place. It does. Has Wake gone through the loop within hours? Unsure. Experiment in progress. That's what she was referring to. I didn't check this. Is there something to read in here? There is not. Okay. Oh, we have a computer turned on. Whose office is this? Office of Co-Head of Research, Dr. Jules Marmont.
Dr. Marmont's not here.
From Security and Technical Support Division to all departments, subject update
to check
computer
downstairs.
password reset policy.
Changing passwords, huh?
I'm reading that right now, Estevez. Effective September 13th, all computer passwords must be reset daily to address security concerns. We are aware this may be an inconvenient change and lead to difficulty remembering your password. We recommend using a permanent set of digits as the beginning of the password, followed by numbers that change daily. Try using significant personal dates, coordinates, etc. Do not use birthdays, current date, phone numbers, etc. Those are
Guess I'll be
significant
working on
personal
those
dates.
protocols.
And all right. Please also remember that for the time being, passwords are not to exceed 6 digits. Okay, so under 6 digits, a combination of fixed numbers and changing numbers. September 14th, 2023, Thursday, science fact of the day. Though most famous for acting, Hedy Lamarr also invented in her free time. She patented a frequency hopping device for torpedo guidance systems at the age of 38. Let's flip to a new page. Okay? Passwords. 6 numbers or less. And everything is the 14th, is it? There's no date on this. September 14th. Oh, that's 9, not August, excuse me. So 9/14 seems important. Important date. I'm trying to decide how to write this. Date of incident or something. Important date. Probably 9/14/23. Just in case someone did use that, despite the warnings for like the second half of passwords and stuff like that. Yeah. Daily password 1. Daily password 2. Passo 1, Passo 2, Passo 3. So many rules. Replacement keycard request form. Please fill out the fields below and deliver the form to security. A new keycard will be issued to you once your request is processed. Name, Jules Marmont. Position, co-head of research. Required clearance, the highest one. I forget what it's called. Reason for replacement, my old card went missing. Indicate here if your card was stolen. How would I know if it is stolen or is lost? Why do you not put microchips inside to follow them if you're so concerned with this? I'm the head of research, and I expect a new card on my desk by the end of the workday. 4/18/2020. This is quite an old thing to have open here. Subject P. The lies of? What a crossover. So, the Remedy universe includes France. Italy. Italy. It includes Italy. Fuck. Summary. Through extensive testing, the subject has been confirmed to possess an intrinsic paranatural ability that manifests exclusively during the act of painting. The paintings feature scenes or events he would have no knowledge of, even sometimes painting an event before it occurs. This effect has been proven multiple times and has an estimated 40 to 100% success rate. Quite an estimate. Note the lack of precision in this range is due to the team's inability to prove that a painting's content will not be realized at some point in the eventual future. Researchers asked to reiterate their hesitance to publish any concrete statements surrounding the subject and his ability at this time, as the nature of the paintings and their paranatural effect have been exceptionally difficult to measure and quantify. Conclusion: the subject is suspected to be a Class II para-utilitarian, though additional testing will be required to confirm this. At this time, his ability is not believed to be a direct threat to himself or others and can be controlled. The nature of his ability is to show current or future events via the art he creates, but the extent of this forecasting cannot be determined by researchers with any high level of precision. Unlike the art created by Alan Wake, there is no evidence the subject's art is directly manipulating reality via the shadow's energies. What a crossover. It's just my lack of work ethics that makes this baffling. P is an OOP. Not be shocked if Pinocchio was an AWI. OOP, I mean, yeah. Pinocchio Souls Control Way crossover. Confirmed! I like that fancy Europe overrides Italy to France in Hydro's mind. No offense to Italy. It's just, you know, the stereotypes that exist in my head about France. Fancy? France. Francie! It's all the frills on their outfits, I think. All the frills. There's a lot of reading this DLC. Fair warning. Perfect time for me to be sick. Great. Good. Excellent. Hate American metrics? Matrix? What are you writing, Candy? What do you hate about America? Go on. Tell me. I'm an American. I can take it. So let me see. Ooh, this monitor has super fine pitch. Anywho. We've got more CRTs despite how modern this office was until problems hit. 2023 and all. I wonder if they'll include an explanation in here or if we just are lucky enough that we know it's because the FBC generally uses old technology. For safety's sake. To my new fellow head of the lake house, love, Diana. Is that a statue of Trench? I don't think Trench looked like that. I can't remember exactly. Barrows University, on the recommendation of the faculty by the virtue of the authority vested in them, the trustees of Barrows University have conferred on Jules Francois Marmont the degree of Doctor of Applied Science. It is entitled to all the rights and privileges pertained here with the new. William Devereaux. Okay. Federal Bureau of Control Special Service Certificate. Jules Francois Marmont. In grateful recognition of his outstanding contribution to the Bureau's scientific endeavors, from Casper Darling, head of research. That's a big character from Control. Notice of appointment from Dr. Casper Darling, head of research, to Jules Marmont. Appointment as facility head. The senior leadership of the Federal Bureau of Control is determined to appoint Dr. Jules Marmont as head of research at the facility of Cauldron Lake, Washington. The appointment will be shared with Diana Marmont, effective upon the facility's completion on July 18th. Zachariah Trench, Bureau Director. Casper Darling, Bureau Head of Research. There's no date on this. Interesting. Anything else in here? No? Okay. Fair enough. Sucks Hydro is sick, but the ASMR is top-notch. I'm glad it works pretty well. Glad we're getting away with it. Displays with particle accelerators are just more aesthetic. That'd be Mr. Marmont. Is that Hydro puts the sick in ASMR? I wonder if anyone's done a challenge run of Alan Wake 2 where they must just brute force every lock. Oh, okay, you did mean metrics. What's 171 centimeters in American units? You'd have to divide by 2.53, so I don't know. 5'6". What's my current goal? Find someone in the lower levels. Okay, how do I get to the lower levels? Do I have a flashlight? Oh, I do. Romnus Daily Stand-Up. No doodling. That's like a daily meeting when they say stand-up? Or were they relaxing? Because, hey, it's the lake house. You know, we're not trying to be professionals or anything, but you wouldn't believe some of the jokes the accounting department guys come up with. We should have like an open mic night sort of thing. Which is it? Do not contaminate the lake house with unrelated art. Figurines, ornaments, decorations, and other trinkets are forbidden on employee desks. Meanwhile, we have a kitty. I love this cat. I wish I could get up much closer to it. Forbidden! Don't touch. Hello. Lake House Daily. Good news, headquarters is still dark. That's good news? Pie was good. More pie for the rest of us. We have coffee. Deerfest this week. Wait, Deerfest this week. I guess it was September in the base game too. I thought that the lake house got fucked up months ago. When we played I have the timeline wrong. Okay, so it got fucked up more recently. Bad news, HQ is still dark. All right, so it's just office politics. They wish HQ wasn't dark, but hey, you know, we don't have to like report to them or anything. Nut allergy bad. No Alma beer. It's good. Tried it. The artist is illegible. Oh, I see. That's this down here. Yeah, I can't make out what that says. Someone stole the black whiteboard marker. All vacation time canceled. All right. They drink the coffee. They do. They drink the mocha blend. It's called mocha roast. Is it as simple as take the elevator down? It is. I mean, I still would have run around to get that information, but we just need to take the elevator. Is that laptop? Is that a computer? No, I'm looking at the back of the screen. That is not on. But there's something here. Urgent reminder, lake safety protocols. Please remember that the following recreational activities are forbidden in the waters of Cauldron Lake. These restrictions apply to both civilians and FBC employees. No fishing, no redacted, no swimming, no boating. Applies to canoes, kayaks, motor. I'm sure every Airbnb comes with one of these things. It's a liability thing. We'll go out on the lake. We'll have fun. We're here to relax. They know that. It's just legal shit. Using the water for redacted purposes. That means peeing in the pool, water skiing, redacted in the water, paddle boarding. These activities can result in redacted in an estimated redacted % of cases. If you are unclear about any of the restrictions listed above, please speak with redacted. Date redacted security report regarding local rumors. A recent security operation was performed among the citizens of Bright Falls and Watery. The goal of this operation was to ascertain public knowledge and opinion of the lake house and its operations. The following information was gained through covert listening and informal questioning. The local public... Wait, you did the questioning and then you listened covertly? Do you think it worked when you asked them a question and then dove behind the seat at the diner booth and peeked up over the top? I think they knew where you were. The local public appear to view the area around the lake house with fear. This is, of course, the intended reaction, as the Bureau has publicly marked the area as dangerous due to volcanic gases. However, there is a specific rumor among the public regarding a government facility in the woods run by mad scientists taking people for experimentation. This rumor seems particularly popular among the local youth, and its proximity to the truth is cause for concern. Worst case outcome would be an increase in curiosity, or possibly even aggression. It is possible that this is even the reason for the lake house's security breach back in Redacted. Action to be taken, security personnel will continue to monitor youth chatter. If the rumors continue, hey fellow kids, disseminating a cover story may be required, perhaps even fabricated signage for an American Volcano Commission type institution. Imagine being the designer that gets that job. That'd be fun. Does that look a lot like Mr. Rogers? Or is it just me? I know it's supposed to be Dr. Marmont. It says Dr. Marmont here to remind you to put in 100% effort today, but does that, in the illustration, does that look rather like Mr. Rogers? How am I supposed to follow all the rules with the memos redacted? I don't think they care about that. At the Federal Bureau of Control. Estevez's ID card. This must work here. I mean, I'm not sure where. Let's take these in order.
Access denied.
Well, you are not keeping me out. I'll need a key card with clearance.
Access denied. Access
This key card
denied.
isn't gonna cut it.
Fine. Key card with clearance. You were supposed to put a new key card on Jules's desk. Seems like that hasn't happened. Possibilities. The new key card is somewhere in security's hands, but security wouldn't be right here at the entrance. I need to figure out how to get into the computer with the things they've given me. Maybe that's it. Important dates. There's no date on this. There's no date on this. July 18th. A daily password. You would make the start of it the current day, 9/14. And the part that didn't change would be the day that was important to you when you got your posting. July 7, not 6, sorry. Backspace. 718.
Damn it.
Really? Try it the other way around real quick. 718. 914. Did I count off September wrong? After missing 8 in the base game, I don't trust myself at all on anything. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September. No, it's 9. So, is it European style dates? Is it 14-9? 18-7?
Nope.
Okay. 18-7, 14-9.
Right.
Let's look around more. Did this have a date or anything on it? It just said Love Diana or something, right? Yeah. Okay. Okay. Did I miss anything to investigate out here? Did I miss anything to investigate out here? Read you, right? Wait, I remember that F. Maybe I didn't? Yes, I did. What is that F? Is that giant F? I don't know why that's there. Anyway. Did they log in yet today? Ah, you think it might be yesterday's? That's an interesting idea. Try that real quick. Good thinking. Don't do anything inappropriate on the elevator. It would be wrong on multiple levels. So that would be, we start with today's date, which would be 9/13 for yesterday, and then 7/18 for the important fixed date. Try it the other way around, just because European. I highly doubt it's European style date, since everything we've read has been North American style date order. I just happen to know that a lot of Europeans write it that way. Oh, hello, there's a whole thing over here I didn't look at. This looks important. What you got for me? Are you the security office? Probably. Keycard may be in there, but we would need a key. Investigation continues. Coffee. Coffee needed. Coffee. Coffee. Can't have any. Okay. I didn't knock that off. You can't pin it on me. What are those? Oh, crumpled bits of paper. What's up, Thomas? Good to see you. Happy Tuesday. Just wanted to share off. I'm sorry you can't stay, but thanks for stopping in to say hello. Hope you have a lovely evening, whatever you're off to do. I don't see anything else to look into here. Wait, this was the daily, but it didn't have the date or anything on it, did it? No, it just said Lake House Daily. Is there any other date that would have been important to Jules Marmot? Is there anything in the entryway that I missed? This is sort of like with the, cipher, where I was really so confident in my first idea, which turned out to be right. I just constructed the cipher wrong. That I'm having trouble thinking of anything other than, why wouldn't it be today's date and the important date that he got his position here? Which leaves open the possibility that, like the cipher, I've constructed it wrong. Aw, look how happy they are there. Yeah, he is just, he's a little bit Mr. Rogers. Bigger nose, but he's a little bit Mr. Rogers all around. July 18th. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, 7. Yeah. I could have typed 6 at one of those times without realizing it. Pomegranates. After the first time I typed 6 and then went, wait, no, 7. Did I type 6 later on, or did I remember 7 for the rest of them as far as anyone else noted? Do I have to go try them all again in case I typed in 6 for one of them? Hey, Windswept, good to see you. What have you missed thus far? Just a welcome in, and now we're trying to find a key card to allow us to go deeper into the facility. We watched a video from Dr. Jules Marmont and his wife, Dr. What was her name? Diana Marmont. They do pronounce their surnames differently. He loves being here. She doesn't seem that happy. But they are co-heads of the Lake House facility here in Washington. Hey, what's up, KFC? How's the DLC? We've just basically started. And it reminds me very much of The Oldest House. But I'm not deep enough in to rate anything yet. Gameplay Hyder spent 5 hours today playing Lake House, and the first 3 of them was trying to guess a computer password. It seems pretty certain we have to guess a computer password. Remind me of the rules one more time. Effective September 13th, all passwords must be set daily to, yeah. So digits the beginning of the password followed by numbers that change daily. Try using significant personal dates, coordinates, etc. Do not use birthdays, current date, phone numbers. Please also remember that... So I sort of took this as the opposite, where they say, don't use the current date. That meant, hey, players, use the current date. But apparently not. Oh, wait. Hedy Lamarr, 38. But I would need one more. Science fact of the day. Torpedo guidance system, age 38. I need one more digit if I used that. Hedy Lamarr, 38. Any other digits here? Estimated 40 to 100% success rate. I kind of doubt that's useful, but it might be. So where would 38 go in the password? So I'm pretty confident that July 18th would be the fixed part, because it's significant. But if it's not current date, would you just replace the day with, so you would have September 38 for the fact on your page a day calendar, and then 7/18? Nope. Has Hyder talked about the final draft extra bits? No, because I don't know what the final draft extra bits are. I haven't played it, haven't watched anything on it. The answer to this puzzle is obvious. You just have to redact it and then redact it. 38, 9, 7/18.
Damn it.
Is Hyder planning on playing the extra bits? Probably not. You don't habitually use 09 for September and dates? I do in files. Wait. We don't need the Hedy Lamarr thing anymore. I've already forgotten what we're doing. What's happening now? Wait, how would I fit in 09 now? If that's... What? Wait. How does that help? You said, when I read you writing that, it felt like a light bulb went off in my head, but I can't put it together now. Oh, what's that bulb connected to? 8, 0, 9, 14, 0, 9, 14, 38. Don't know where the other numbers are coming from. I just know 9 in September. I felt, it's fading fast, reasonably confident given the note and this being the only other date that I think is on almost anything in the room other than today's date, that July 18th, 718, maybe 0718 is part of it. Oh yeah, let's try that. 380718. I found the light bulb. I just can't type.
That's not right.
Also, the light bulb's not connected to anything we need. I think Hyder might have managed to screw it in the wrong way around. The light bulb? Yeah, cross-threaded it. Now it's really fucked up and I can't remove it. I can't think of anything else. I've got the wrong answer fixed in there. Well, that's the entirety of the Lake House DLC, at least that we're going to see. Let's settle into a comfortable chair somewhere, get that relaxation we talked about, and rate this game. I thought it was good, but this DLC could have used a bit more. Why can't I sit? How to type with numbers on your keyboard? You think I have numbers on my keyboard? You think I have numbers on my keyboard? I am a modern man, okay? I've got the smallest custom-made mechanical keyboard you've ever seen. It has 5 keys. That's right. I've got the rare 5% keyboard. It's got 5 keys. You want A? You hit A. You want B? You hit A twice. You begin to C? You want C? Hit A 3 times. I never remember when you switch to key 2, 3, 4, or 5, but that's how it works. It's great. I think the last one's punctuation. A real bear to get used to, but you wouldn't believe how clean my desk looks. Hey, what's up, Await the Ape? Good to see you. Happy Tuesday. Hope you're doing well. It was a nice lake house. You've attempted too many times. Please try again later. This is how the light bulb becomes an altered item, reversing the flow of electricity. Oh god, it's like an old cell phone. At 2.9 dialing was way better than that, but it is a bit, yeah. What are the dates on other things? Protocols, phishing, there's no numbers in that. Sorry, I want to check the other note too. There's no numbers in that. There's no numbers in this one over here about the lake house, I don't believe. Or about the oldest house, rather. It says 7/14, so that's July 14th. Wait a sec. No, that doesn't make sense. I was just about to say, July 14th is before it opened. Then I remembered it didn't open this year. They said they opened the lake house in 2010. Is the year useful? But that's a problem because if the entire password was, say, 071810, July 18th, 2010, it would be an insane coincidence that I arrive on the one day that the password, the first 3 digits of which we assume change daily, the last 3 we're guessing don't, is the day where that's perfect. And it seems like an insane leap to also assume, well, what if the first 3 digits are today's day and the last 3 are just the last 3 of that fit in? You know, 810. It's not that. It's not that. Should I look at the map? I'm hitting M. How do you look at the map as Estevez? Oh, you hit tab. Okay. Locked door. Dr. Marmora's office. Sure, sure. Painting production. Holding an observation. Page development. Automated typing device chamber. This is where they keep the infinite number of monkeys. Research archives. Marmonts. Where are they? Experiment in progress, probably downstairs. Project Ramnus, led by Jules Marmot, involves paint and paintings. Para-utilitarian. Okay. Doing alright, glad to hear it. How are you? I'm okay, I'm sick, but it's been a good day otherwise, so I'm doing well. I actually messed up too many times and locked you out after the Steam refund window. Can we have a bet on when he figures it out, / the P word for the answer? Don't like betting on a man's suffering. Well, that separates you from most of Samantha. That's very kind of you. Prefer to only bet on a man's suffering when I feel like I can predict the outcome, e.g. parryable bosses. What kind of animal has numbers on their keyboard? We playing as Jesse Faden. Yeah, no, Explodberry is right. We are Kieran Estevez, the FBC agent we met near the end of the base Alan Wake 2 game. Main story. We are Kieran Estevez. It's got to be the password. Pomegranates. Anyone confident they have it figured out that can give me a broad hint that might help me? Give me some broad hints. Even if you don't agree, Samantha. Let me start trying to figure out your ideas. Maybe it'll be funny if I get them wrong, or we'll hit upon the right answer. What am I missing? Always talking about how sick you are? Yeah, you've always been better on the slang than me. Bet, sick. Oh, Hydra's sick. Yeah. Of course, I am 61. That's probably why. I was talking about how sick you are. You literally know the password? Okay, we'll give broad hints. If you can think of any. If you can't, no hints. What's the current date? 140623? No, the current date is 140923. Yesterday, in case it didn't get changed today, it would be 130923. There's also the possibility that they do the date in the more common way. 091423. Okay. Same thing with the whole yesterday thing. 091323. Let's try the entirety of July 18th. 0718. This doesn't make sense.
Nope.
But as long as we're here trying. Take the stairs. Well, fucking of course. Fire regulations. There have to be stairs around here. Go find an idiot. Take the stairs. 000001. 000002. Oh, God. How broad do you want the hints to be? Shit, man, I don't know. I said the P word. If you get a little too specific, it's not bad, but try not to be specific. Just go for it. Without knowing the information it's based on, it's hard for me to be how broad. Like, you should try to hint me towards the information that constructs the answer, if possible, rather than simply the answer. If you have a different hint that gets me to the same digits, I would prefer to try and understand how the game wants to give me the info, if you can hint me towards that. Does that make sense? Try numbers. That's a bit... Okay, it's broad. It's broad. You've done good on the broad part, Batadar. Apparently there are 6 digits. Apparently there are. One more time. What was the thing about this? Effective September 13th, all computer passwords reset daily. Not to exceed 6 digits. 6 digits. It says not to exceed. I assume it is exactly 6 digits. Do not use birthdays, current date, phone numbers, etc. Science fact of the day. Hedy Lamarr, 38. September 14th, 23. July 18th, 2010. Hedy Lamarr, 38. Hut, hike. I don't know. Think about what in the entirety of The Office changes day to day. Can I find yesterday's thing and get a fact from that? I mean, there's a science fact down here, but I can't read it. Yeah, they have a collection. Yeah, the calendar thing changes day to day. So we have 14, we have 38, we have 2023, we have 914, 2023, 38, 700 million, 5 pi. What the fucking what? I need 6 digits out of this. 381423. Did I try that? 3, 8, 1, 4, 2, 3. Right. Motherfucking. Okay. 1, 4, 2, 3. 3, 8. How do you spell coffee with numbers? 38 looks bolded there. It is absolutely bolded. 3.14152. Laying on my comfy floor, got stream open, let's do this. Glad you're comfy, sad cat. Number will be between all 0s and all 9s. Watch as it happens, people. And see his brain cooking in real time. It changes daily. The date changes daily. They said don't use the date, but I already said I think that's a hint to the player to probably use the date. What way have I not incorporated the date into this? What way have I not incorporated the date into this? I feel like at this point, there's a chance that I typed it in wrong, and I've already checked off what I logically was trying to do in my head, but don't realize I typed it in wrong. Because I feel like I've tried almost every combination of today's date, July 18th. July 18th, Hedy Lamarr, and bits of today's date. Today's date and Hedy Lamarr. And I don't know what other information could possibly be part of it. You looked it up and you get it?
Come on.
What? Can I blame this on being sick? Can I blame this on our Airbnb host not leaving explicit enough instructions on how to get in? What? What are the numbers available to me? 07182010. 09 or 09142023 and 38 and blame being sick, I'll allow it. Thank you. All right, pomegranates, give me another hint. Do I need July 18th? Is July 18th part of it? Pomegranates, is July 18th part of it? Any part of that, even if it's just the year, even if it's just the month and day, July 18th part of it. Yes. Okay. So, what was the note? It said something about the last 3 digits to be the same. Oh, permanent is the beginning. I remember that backwards. I think I tested it backwards, but maybe I didn't test every possibility backwards. So, 7, 18, 9, 14.
That's not right.
7, 18. What the fuck just happened? Why'd those disappear? 7, 18, 9, 13.
Come on.
7, 18. What else was I going to say? I forget. 07, 18, 38. So I had all the information. Gov security. Security you can trust. Security door lock on. Unlock, please. Take me to the mail, thank you. Let's go from the oldest to the newest. Annual budget from H. Kingston to D. Marmont and J. Yeah, no, that's right. D. Marmont and J. Marmont. 9/4/2023. Good morning. A friendly reminder that proposed annual budgets need to be sent out by the end of this month. Every station is being asked to give a thorough breakdown this year in an effort to find areas where spending can be reduced. Should I book a time for us to speak about this and make a plan? All the best, Harry Kingston, Facility Administrator. This promotion month is the static most important. The calendar rotates, and so 38 on today is the changing numbers. You know what doesn't work about that? The guarantee that there will be a new 2-digit number available every single day on the calendar. I guess if there's none in the science fact, they could just use the date, and if it's single digit, 0 in the number, but that doesn't completely make sense. It requires having a few cases depending on what the science fact is. But, I mean, I had all the pieces and I experimented with them, I just didn't do that one
Snake
specifically.
Clan will fuck you while you try to walk through traps.
Drazek, thank you so much.
The Jawline streamer is a puzzle master too.
Thank you so much for the
Excited to
resub over on Twitch and the 22 months, a huge amount of time. I really appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I hope you're having a lovely Tuesday, friendo. I'm going to turn my AC down because it got up to 78 here in the city today. On top of which, I think I just overheated because I'm ill. Anyway. It's not about working for every day, it's just about what worked and it was chosen for today, I suppose. I just expected them to have a system when they said, you can keep a certain set of amounts of digits, like, fixed, and then I expected it to be a system that would work for any day. Regarding annual budgets from Diana Marmont, I'm too busy to attend meetings, just use the budget from last year. But make sure to specify that a specific percentage of the research budget is to go toward Project Arbutus, so certain individuals won't be tempted to slow down their competition by stealing resources. Annual budget from Jules Marmont to the both of them. I apologize for the difficulty my wife is presenting, Harry. I believe she's suggesting that I would take her project's budget. An unfair and preposterous accusation, though I am confident you understand that. I would be happy to meet and discuss the annual budget. It is, of course, the head of research's job to oversee such... Do you have a thick French accent? Maybe Diana is no longer up to the task. Sincerely, Dr. Jules Marmont, go ahead of research. Is that what he sounded like? Is that what he should sound like for the rest of the... Go fuck yourself, Jules! DLC? From H. Kingston. So does next Wednesday work? From P. Levine to J. Marmont. Pages request. Dr. Marmont, Project Arbutus has officially requested we return the pages. We aren't using them for any work on Project Romnus, and they are sharing research material, so can I release them back to Arbutus? Sincerely, Dr. Perry Levine, Senior Research. Security reminder from yesterday. Please remember to lock your computer before leaving your station for any amount of time. Changing your password daily does not improve our facility's security if you leave your computer open. That is a big fucking problem at my work. Windows L. Just... Anyway. Thank you, Brian Lopez, IT specialist. Or perhaps an expert on Stephen King's story It? Uncertain just in text, but I would imagine IT. Imagine it's IT. Oh, your Italian accent is on point. France! France!
This should get me downstairs.
Italian accent would surely have more of this, right? Because I don't know anything about Italians. Cats! Oh! I'm gonna hold this for a second so we get it free of any bitrate noise, and I can screenshot it to put in Club A-Pop later. There we go. Join Discord. It's a lovely little channel. All right, away. We go in order. I'm trying to use it. Apparently F doesn't work on that. Usually it does. Take me to -1. This does not go down to 4 and 5.
My bad news detector.
This doesn't go down to 4 and 5.
Nuts.
This was made for
SMS to
Jules.
team, something's going on in the lake house. I want all nearby agents to...
Agent Estevez, what's your status?
Breach detected on sublevel 5. Staff should seek shelter immediately.
We have a situation in the lake house. All agents converge on the facility now.
That was Jules alongside Scratch.
Belay that order.
They were researching painting.
A threshold event had hit the lake house. Where's the fucking elevator?
Map updated.
Okay. Priority 1, get the lights on.
Real quick. Jules couldn't go
Standing
down.
around in the dark near Cauldron Lake is not smart.
Jules's keycard wouldn't go down to 4 and 5, which is the research archives, and there's no 5. Emergency, seek shelter. How much ammo have I got? 2 clips, okay.
What the fuck was that?
This is green. Can I go in there? There's a shelter area this way. Can't open anything there. What do we got here? GG Dark Place? GG? Well, fuck us then. My god, there must be unaccompanied artists near here. Sure, let's get distracted by the cat pictures and not spend a single second wondering what experiment's currently in progress. Maybe do the call outside before you get in the elevator. Never mentioned I have a fear of elevators. I'm sorry, Candy. It looks like that's going to be the spine of traveling through this place. I'll try and remember to give you warnings. But I think there's going to be a lot of elevator. Who doesn't love a little finger painting? Yeah, a
Welcome
little.
To Sans, you're gonna have a good time. Snakewang will fuck you while you try to walk through traps.
Can't stay cause I want to play the DLC myself, but I hope this Ocean House is a good time.
Seductive Marks, thank you so much for the resub on Twitch in the 14 total months. I really appreciate it. I hope when you play it, you really enjoy. I'm not deep enough in yet to give it any sort of review, but I wouldn't want to spoil anything for you anyway. Thank you for the support.
Welcome to
Have a lovely
Sans,
Tuesday.
gonna have a
Jeez.
good time.
Thank you
Snakewang
for
will
the
fuck
3
you while you try to
gifted
walk through
subs on
traps.
Twitch. Seductive Marks. Both you and
Welcome to
the lovely
Sans,
lucky
gonna
recipients
have a good
enjoy
time.
your
Snakewang will
emotes
fuck
not getting
you
a
while you
pre-roll
try to
ads.
walk
Thank
through
you
traps.
so much for the additional, very kind support and generous
Welcome
to your
to
fellow
Sans,
Samanthas.
you're gonna have a good time. Snakewang will fuck you while you try to walk through traps.
Janina here, what's up? Happy Tuesday, hope you're doing well. Play Agent Kieran Estevez popping in to see who's playing. Oh, hello. Really? Well, I'm very early in the DLC, but I liked the part your character played in the base game. Fantastic job on the VA. Hope you're having a lovely Tuesday, Janina. Threshold Linking Experiment Progress Report by Dr. Jules Marmol. The work to create French. The way to create a stable link between our reality and that of redacted, continue, even though redacted is French. Progress is good. With all teams, not Viz. I'd had this problem in Liza P too, and that was in Italy. With all teams reporting high confidence that a successful connection will soon be possible. Recent efforts in utilizing the paintings produced by Subject P to adjust reality in such a way that achieves our goals were unsuccessful. However, this result allowed us to discard that avenue of research and focus solely on a much more viable one. I'm not taking in any of the information, I'm just focused on getting the voice right. Just focused on that. This result allowed us to discard that avenue of research and focus solely on a much more viable one. Our new hypothesis states that the threshold's energies, and thus its reality-altering, that's getting Italian, effect, are drawn to pieces of art that contain significant levels of emotion. This is supported by a clear trend in the data we have gathered over the years. It is going more German. If we can identify and quantify the emotion of an art piece, our work will speed up considerably. Work has already proceeded with an immediate focus on developing devices capable of measuring the level of emotion in any given piece of art. Devices that can measure emotion in art? For now, our research will continue to focus solely on the art produced by Subject P. While no pieces of his have yielded successful results outside of their assistance in discovering the redacted pages, his proven status as a para-utilitarian makes his work the most suitable research material. Refer to file all that shit for full report. Research order. As the Lake House continues to make progress toward its goal, various avenues of research are being pursued. Recently, one such avenue has yielded unexpected results. The research into nursery rhymes, directed by Dr. and Dr. Marmont, led by Dr. Campbell, as an art form has shown viability in its ability to connect with the Cauldron Lake threshold. As a result, the nursery rhyme findings will now be carried forward by the co-heads of research and incorporated into ongoing research across the Lake House, effective immediately. Research teams will be briefed on how to utilize the effective elements of the nursery rhymes into their own work. Note, Dr. Campbell and his team are being reassigned. They will continue to develop their work on nursery rhymes outside the Lake House. Any exposure risks related to performing confidential work outside the facility's premises have been acknowledged and accepted by the co-heads of research, signed Dr. Diana Marmont and Dr. Jules Marmont. Welcome, we're honored. We are indeed. Enjoy the shenanigans. Can't wait to meet Picasso, for the record, complete joke. Love they lost the accent on the creepy part of the sentence. It's too scary. It's too... Oh, I didn't even set this up. I mean, do I need to have the special effect, given that I'm sick today? I can just do the whole Scary October thing myself anyway. Am I blind? Is my message just about sad cats? Oh, are you seeing messages in a different order or something, Windswept? Your message will show sometimes for you before it is like the shelters in the eldest house. Will show for you sometimes before the server acknowledges it or whatever. They can show out of order if they come very close together. Hey, we have our all-hard saves. Let's start a new save. A brand new save for Agent Estevez. What do we have here? Oh, thank God. For a second, I thought the answer was nothing, and I hated that. Do I have hotkeys? I do. They're not quite my hotkeys, so I'm going to quickly change this. Just because I will not remember their hotkeys.
Suddenly in the darkness, something glinting. A crystal panther.
Thank you so much. The Crystal Panther redeem. Badadar. There's our own object of power. Which, if we find... the lake house doesn't seem to be in good condition, but if we can find a suitable containment facility, maybe I can finally lock it away. Stop it from reminding me of the money I wasted on it. Hope you enjoyed. I gotta blow my nose soon. I'm sorry about that sniff. Darling!
Dr. Darling.
That's his name. I'm not being inappropriate. Oh, but we have no audio. Important. The Lake House. 1970, 76, 78, 20. Wait a second. Let me write those down really quick. 1970, 76, 78, 2010. And then obviously 2023 when this game takes place. If they repeat them, I may need them, especially with the whole passwords thing. What else we got here? Hi. Lights would be nice.
Okay, doesn't do a damn thing without power.
Great. Yeah. I like little realistic details like that. One person's got to have those in the office, right? Get the power working. Does the map show me power by any chance? Hail control switch, inventory. No. Let's go exploring. I doubt the power's in here. I hear wet squelchiness. Red light over there. Hi there. Thank you. More ammunition. Very, very welcome. Ah, hey.
Okay. Power core receiver.
But without a power core.
Plugging a core in should get the lights on.
Gotcha. What? That's just a weird overhanging sign. It reminds me of like a chemical shower stand, you know? That's probably what the design is based on, because it's all about safety, having the light here. This whole facility was put together to study the shadow. They understood how important light was to safety. Presumably. Popping out, so glad you seem like you're liking it so far. Thank you for stopping by. Hope you have a lovely rest of your Tuesday. And yeah, I'm having a good job so far. Again, I've enjoyed the VA work. Excellent, excellent job. We're going to Deerfest today. Sadly, the people at the lake house don't look like they're going to make it to Deerfest. Kieran does, but we saw how that went.
That is not a regulation FBC weapon.
What? What are we referring to? I didn't even hear. Oh, it's power core. Good shit. But this weapon.
I wish they'd make these things lighter.
Can I put this down so I can find this weapon? Good, I can. Because there was a drawer over here I wanted to open and it's disappeared.
The way I saw it, there was only one way out. Identify the source of the event and contain or eliminate it. Now, good news. I just had to keep going down.
Progress
Bad
update.
news, the elevator liked to disappear. Jules' keycard.
But you should be used to that. You work for the FBC. I wonder how long this character's been with the FBC. Progress update number 6. Unfortunately, Jules' keycard went missing last night. Huge shame. On a totally unrelated note, I now have a level 3 clearance card in my office. Plus, a lot of black rock. Black rock. Been grinding the black rock down to a powder and stashing around in case any gets confiscated. Next steps, weapons test using black rock powder. If successful, may send schematics to offsite teams. Could lead to a transfer out of this shithole. Need to think up more applications for black rock now that I have some. There was a researcher at the oldest house who had tons of, I couldn't get past Ohio for a second there, who had tons of ideas like this. Wish you could remember their name. We said something about a weapon. A weapon? Did you just mean the power core? Can I get in here? What's this say? Inventory management.
Can't open it from the side.
Okay, let's do the power core, and then presumably with the lights on, I can come back through here and find whatever we're talking about, or maybe we're just talking about the power core. Now then, can I hold a pistol up with this? No, I can't. Great. Prepare to get jumped by whatever we were hearing squelching around. I'm gonna try to take the most direct route. Just like it would expect. It sounds like it's behind me or to the right. However, sound has lied to me consistently in the base game. Let's get this thing in there. Yeah, there's no hurry, Kieran. Cool. Alright, the lights still aren't really on.
At least the elevator's back.
That's not the lights? Which button's the lights? I don't give a shit about that. Where are the lights? You're kidding me. What's up, Lady Grace? Good to see you. Happy Tuesday. Hope you're having a good one. It is Black Rock. Burnt crumbs at the bottom of the toaster. That has big... What is man? A miserable little pile of secrets energy. What is Black Rock? Burnt little crumbs at the bottom of the toaster. Light, but then how do we capture the shadow? Elevator back? No. What?
If
Oh,
you
hello.
can understand me, I am an agent of
What
the
the
Federal
hell?
Bureau of
What the
Control.
fuck?
I can assist you if you take no.
There's two. Okay. Okay, hang on. Wait, this is a dead end. They don't seem to want to come through doorways. They probably hit their heads. That's understandable. What do I do? Hyder, I need you to walk me through what kind of art this is. French accent optional. This is aggressive art. This is dangerous art. This is outsider art, because you can see it's escaped painting. Is he fighting Slender Man? Kind of seems like it. New baby girl unlocked. No, do not like. Well, I have to go buy it right now, so wish me luck. Where's the second one? Yep. Do I need a key to get into this? Yeah, that's still marked as can't get in. Is there actually a weapon here? No, I think we're just talking about the light. That's my current goal. Get access to the elevator, get to experiment site in sub-level 5. Find a way to get the key card and gun by exploring the facility. Is the weapon in here? The gun? That's what I need. Yes, okay. That's the weapon we were referring to. I need to get into that room somehow. It seems like they're kind enough to not follow me into these spaces, but I need to find how to open. So I think that one just... Hey! Okay, so the elevator's back, but in a different place.
What were those things?
So the map I got is going to be hard to use. Impressionist? Oh, they sure make an impression. Yeah. Also, how do you all act so cool during a drop-in by the VI on release day? Are occasional celebrity visits just normal for Hydro? They're not normal, no, and it's very, very cool. I don't know. I mean, I thought that was thrilling. Absolutely. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they want people to be like, oh my God. I feel like, you know, just having a welcoming reaction is probably best.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You never really get used to the shit you see in this job, but you can learn techniques to adjust. Function.
Which, tiny spoiler
Take
for
60
Control,
breaths.
small spoiler for the game Control,
Then get to work.
is why I love Jessie
Find the
Faden.
source,
Because she does, and there's a
collapse the
reason why. I think that was my sleep paralysis demon, or demons.
Now, where am I? What is that?
The painting's obviously moving. Is it a portal? Is this like Mario 64? Why don't I feel as... What? I was gonna say comfortable as Mario 64. And I'm way less comfortable now.
If you can understand me, I'm an agent of the Federal Bureau of Control. I can assist you if you take no hostile action against me or any action that can be perceived as hostile. Do you understand? Well, I'll be damned.
First time. I'm sure that, like, other agents understand, but you must get made fun a little bit the first time you go to another field office and you're not sure what's an object of power and what's not, and you're just standing by the coffee maker going, if you are not aggressive, we can work together. Do you understand me? It clicked on. It clicked on. I think it understands. Oh, that's just the timer? It is. It's 9 a.m. right on the dot. Okay, it's just a timer.
So what kind of entity are you? You can speak. That means you probably imprinted on a person or retained some of your former self's information.
Your former self?
Previously human, maybe? Okay, I can work with that.
Painting's made of a person, not by a person? What do you mean?
I just had an unpleasant encounter with some other painted individuals. Any relation?
1,000 paintings used corrode.
What does that mean?
No brush, a self-portrait!
Okay, hey, calm down.
Fire in his eyes and hands and bones!
You need to cease all hostility right now.
Where am I? Am I not marked on this map?
It didn't try to kill me. Okay, baby steps.
And back, got dinner. This looks relaxing. Yeah, you know, not everything was noted on Airbnb that I think should be, but it's nice so far. The owner put some interesting artwork up. I demand macaroni pictures. I must not be on -2. Can you take me to -2 now, like I asked?
Angry living paintings are not typically on the Cauldron Lake bingo card. But something different was happening at the lake house, and I couldn't let it escape. Bright Falls didn't need this particular cherry on its already shitty sundae.
Sublevel 3.
This isn't the floor I wanted. Fucking elevator.
Just what I was gonna say. Can't go to 2 or something? Interesting. You headed out, Freakadelic. Thanks for hanging out. Have a lovely evening. Sleep well, sweet dreams, friendo. Sublevel 3, page development. Is this where the automatic typers were that we read about on the map? Let's check some offices for information.
Rudolph Lane stood back from the canvas. He didn't recognize the piece. Did he paint this?
Rudolph
His mind was
Lane.
foggy, unfocused. He knew the Marmonts were putting something in his food. A man in a white coat came to steer Lane back to his cell. He did not resist. He was too tired. He lay on the bed, but the stench in his cell wouldn't let him sleep. An acid stink. The turpentine. The paint. It was all over him. Years of it. 1,000 paintings. 1,000 more to come. A putrid weight he could never wash away. Cold hate simmered below the mist clogging his thoughts. Hatred for the paint. Hatred for the brushes. For the Marmonts. For himself.
Words per sentence, WPS, max 12, min 1, average 6.71, is co-heads 1 word or 2. Style, contains dialogue, clipped phrasing, third person, omniscient, broad timeline. Story concepts, the Marmonts, Diana and Jules, FBC, Lake House, conflict, water, dark, and the other half of this?
Diana and Jules Marmont had once been a team.
Wait.
Rising stars in the Bureau, both talented in their own way. Diana innovated and Jules got funding from the bureaucrats. Cooperation led to respect. Connection. Then after a decade of hard work, the happy couple were promoted. Co-heads of research. Their first years at the lake house were good. Challenging, but not insurmountable. Not for them. Gradually, thoughts fell into their heads like drops of dark water. Why does she get all the credit? Why does he get any credit? With that, a crack formed in the lake house. The Marmonts and their work became arrogant, erratic. The crack widened and the water seeped in.
More words per sentence stuff. Style, character-centric Lane, past tense, clipped phrasing, higher adjective usage. Focus, is there an E in usage? Well, are there 2 E's in usage is what I mean. Focused timeline, story concepts, Rudolph Lane, paint, odor, Marmonts, hate, conflict. Art is for analysis, not for admiration. Stay focused on your work. Organizational update, 3/6/2023. Moving forward, research at the Lake House will be divided into 2 distinct projects. Project X-132AW, Alan Wake. Codenamed Arbitus, will focus on studying the writing of Redacted. with Dr. Diana Marmont serving as project director. Project C 43210RL, Rudolph Lane, codename Ramnus, will focus on studying Redacted, and his work with Dr. Jules Marmont serving as project director. Staff will soon be notified regarding their project assignment and any required desk changes. Your patience is requested during this reorganization. This is a confidential facility matter and is not to be discussed with external agents or teams. If you have any questions, please contact me directly. Signed, Harry Kingston, Facility Administrator. Okay. Okay. Subpar, shaming my family, but you rolled the number. Hydro doesn't know. That has to mean something. Fuck you. Marmont makes me think of Chalfont. I wonder if that is intentional. Every time you say Marmont, I think of Pamplemousse.
September 12, 2023. Notes regarding a page of an Alan Wake manuscript I found in the archives. I checked the records, and this page is not in our inventory. I believe it manifested inside the lake house directly. I won't be filing this page. It'll just send Jules into a panic. The page is written in Wake's usual style, so I can't say for certain if it's being literal or figurative when it calls us monsters. But what's interesting is that the page indicates that a painting succeeded in linking Cauldron Lake's threshold with our facility. Writing has always been the clearly superior avenue of research, but I never considered that the writing itself would dictate a different art form as the catalyst for our success. I cannot accept that.
Oh, good science.
I can't allow Jules to stumble his way into success. Not after the years of work I put into this research. I got word yesterday that 2 writers are visiting Bright Falls. I will beat Jules to the finish line.
Ed and Tammy, maybe? Interesting. Sorry to disappear, just blow my nose for a second. Oh no, where'd Hydra go? Did the art get him? I was enjoying clever humor and positive attitude. Thank you, Old Man Beard. I appreciate that. Glad you enjoy. Hope you're enjoying now and having a lovely Tuesday. I think that's everything here. And is this Diana's office specifically? ATD output, evaluation, and grading. Okay. This is ATD Chief Technician, the person in charge of making sure technically the automatic, are these the automatic typers? C1 auto typer machine. Main assembly. Interesting. Yeah, okay, so there's an arm over each key. Interesting. Okay. Oh, I could have just looked over here. 324-2022 refinement process regarding the ATD output and calibration. The automated typing device, ATD, will produce writing mimicking that of Alan Wake. Known pair to... Oh, you're using AI? The man! You may think he's dead, but you can't just do that. What the fuck? Known para-utilitarian with the goal of affecting reality with the same consistency as Mr. Wake's writing. To reach this level of authenticity, each page produced by the ATDs must be evaluated and graded based on its similarity to Wake's original style. Oh, so those are probably ATD pages in the other room. Just a guess. Pages will be graded using the following criteria. 1. Comprehensibility. This is the most basic of criteria. The page must use language and develop stories in an understandable, organic way. It must not refer to humans who have 6 fingers and really fucked up eyes and their teeth are just unsettling. 2. Style. The page must accurately mimic the typical style of Wake's writing, using pages in the Lake House's possession as reference. 3. Tone. Maybe those were Alan Wake specific pages because they looked fucked up, you know? They looked grayed and messed up. Unless, you know, they're taking like tea bags and dragging them over them the way we did to make maps look old in grade school or whatever. Their pages should look new. The page must accurately mimic the typical style of Wake's writing, using pages in the Lake House possession for reference. 3. Tone. The page must accurately mimic the typical tone of Wake's writing, using pages in the Lake House possession as reference. 4. Content. Accurately mimic the typical content, using pages in the blah, 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 blah. Once pages are graded, they'll be fed into the algorithm as preferred reference material, thus continue their training on their own data. No! That's just... No! Oh. My God. You know you can't copyright any of this. The courts have spoken on that. Thus continuously refining the writing produced by the ATDs until they can produce near identical stories to Alan Wake. Once that is achieved, we will provide instructions to the ATD on what to write, effectively gaining control of Wake's ability to link with the Shadow's power. They're using AI, generative AI, to recreate creative power to achieve supernatural connection with a power that changes reality. I need one more warning for the stream today. This all may be much too real.
There was a crack in the lake house. The Marmonts had let the lake in, but the water could not flow. It became trapped, stagnant, went bad. The truth was controlled here. The art was not art, just content for the experiment.
Repeating? No, this is different. No?
There was a crack
No, it's
in
not,
the lake
sorry.
house. The Marmonts had let the lake in.
9/12/2023, Project Arbutus. Initial findings report regarding Edward Franklin Booker. Ed and Tammy Booker, right? Ed. Born in New York, New York, currently resides in New York, New York. Married to Tamitha Booker, no known children or dependents, no paracriminal affiliations found. Located in Bright Falls, Washington as of 9/10. Writer and director of 5 stage plays, unsuccessful. Confirmed artist, designation author, playwright. Disclaimer, background investigation performed in a very short amount of time per instruction. As a result, the information contained in this report is not comprehensive and possibly erroneous. One moment, can I turn that off just so we can focus, or does this just go?
The art was not art.
I apologize, I think this just goes.
For the experiment.
Unless this is power, it is not. I can turn it down for a second while we read the other one, though. 9/12/2023, Project... Oh yeah, it is still playing. Thought it had stopped of its own accord for a sec. 9/12, Project Arbutus, regarding initial findings regarding Tamitha Madison Booker. Born at Atlanta, Georgia, currently resides in New York, New York. Married to Edward Franklin Booker, no known children or dependents, no paracriminal affiliations found. Located in Bright Falls, Washington as of 9/10. Author of 3 commercially successful true crime books. First publication was a poetry collection, unsuccessful. Confirmed, well, how do you measure success, scientists? Huh? Isn't art its own success? Please, I need this. If science could confirm that, it would mean a lot to me. I've put on some sketch shows that, like, it would just mean a lot to me. Confirmed artist, designation author, poet. Disclaimer, background investigation performed in a very short amount of time per instruction. As a result, the information contained in the report, okay.
Had let the lake in, but the water could not flow. It became trapped.
Heaven knows I could use a hand. Happy someone's remembering stuff. Heaven knows my memory is shit. Third Astrobot stream, timestamp lost. I had missed it. The correct death was... Are you talking about deaths in Astrobot? Those were reboots. Those were... You want to talk about remembering? You've forgotten they were reboots. Deaths. It's the way you talk about Astrobot. I forget exactly when it was, but I used that reference a lot. And it probably doesn't even sound like a reference. I guess it's not. It's just a piece of language I've picked up. But there's an episode of No More Jockeys, the sort of like wordplay game I watch on YouTube. I listened to it to fall asleep most recently. Where Tim Key says something a little off the wall, and one of them says something about like, we should have like a duty of care to you or something. It's not that blatant. It's more sort of like this passive, like, Tim's a bit childish, we should take care of him. And Tim Key repeats it like, a duty of care. The way you talk about me. And it's just one of the funniest fucking things to me. I love it so much.
Just content for the experiment.
Typewriters.
Automatic ones.
Please don't let this be what I think it is.
Okay.
As
Now
you
the
know
works
by
of
now,
Shakespeare
typewriters and Cauldron Lake
have
do not
already been published, but if we can find the one that's doing, I don't know, if we can find the next Dan Brown sort of thing, it may not be high art, but we can at least make some money. Right? Tell us more about your sketches? No. If memories come to mind, I'll tell you. I can't think of anything important about them right now. Oh, that's going to cover up anything important going on in here. That constant sound. What's open? What's available here? Does security card get me in here? No, I have clearance 01 that says I can't get in there. Okay, okay, okay. I remember those things from Control. Are you open? You appear to be. Gotta go to the gym. Have a fantastic workout. Very good of you. Thanks for coming by. LMNOP. Hello there. What have we got here? Project Arbitus Reacher's Notes regarding the content of Wake manuscript from 2022. We've begun to find pages from a manuscript very likely written by Alan Wake, para-utilitarian and suspect in past cases involved in the Cauldron Lake AWE. Though I do not like to bring myself or my biases into my work, I must do so here to address the matter being examined. As reference for any future readers, I am Dr. Diana Marmont, co-head of research at the Lake House facility. The page we recently found summarizes my life with Jules Marmont, husband and co-researcher. It has turned us into characters for its story, making generalizations and assumptions that I must attempt to evaluate without emotion or prejudice. The accuracy of the writing is intriguing. It reports our past in the Bureau, but also details inner thoughts that an outside recorder would have no way of knowing. Jules and I have been having more and more interpersonal conflict this past year. This raises many questions. How does Wake, wherever he is writing this from, get his information? Or was the page itself determining these emotions and events? I cannot believe that the scope of Alan Wake's ability goes so far as to have dictated my entire career at the FBC, and if it did, would it matter? Even if a person knew their life was being driven by an external force, would it change their nature, their behavior, their personality? My disagreements with Jules are not sudden shifts in personality, but rather a growing resentment. I firmly believe that though I have no evidence to prove it, which brings me to a new research query for our team. What methodology can one use to prove that their actions, their mind, their love, or animosity are theirs to control? Do not copy Wake manuscript pages. Are we going to meet demons of writing as well? The painting ones kind of made sense. They came off and they looked like human figures and they were made of paint and sort of... What does a writing monster look like? Is it just going to look like Stephen Root covered in post-it notes from the cover of Office Space? Is that Stephen Root? Whatever, the human figure covered in post-it notes? Or is Stephen Root peeking from behind it? Stephen Root's amazing. Level 2 security, we can't get in there yet. This DLC is psychological as fuck. That it is. October 22nd, 2024. Our Exciter will struggle on a 6-digit puzzle. Oh god. How did you have insider info to know that would happen? Did that make it happen? Did you... Is it not my fault that I can't do a 6-digit thing? Did you write that about me? Write that I have a memory. (6:30:23:22) progress report regarding typewriter brand investigation. Investigation into the precise brand and model of typewriter used by Alan Wake with the intent to use this particular brand for redacted and the ATDs continues to be unsuccessful. Sources contacted with discretion. Wake's publishing house, no useful info. Wake's agent, refused to discuss client matters. Wake's spouse, refused to discuss. Redacted, no useful. Checked all available online interviews, publications, elements pertaining to Alan Wake, result no useful information. The relevant team will continue to explore alternative sources of information. The ATDs will continue to be operated with the available typewriters until Wake's preferred brand is known. Theoretically, replicating Alan Wake's style of writing via the same brand of typewriter used by the author should yield optimal results. The project director has indicated that a similar investigation should be launched into the brand and type of ink used in Wake's typewriter. Every last variable they attempted to control for, it seems. Okay, is there anything I should gather from the writers themselves? Is there doors down at the end? There are. Are there any of these I can deal with? Interact with? You know the other thing Tim Key does that I fucking love? Is he's very good at switching sides at the optimal moment for comedy. Hang on, what happens here? We got paint. Like, there's... okay, it would take a long time to explain, but there is... an episode of No More Jockeys where... I remember. No More Jockeys, you have to name someone and then rule out the category they're in, then you have to continue naming people until someone breaks a rule and names someone from a category that's already been ruled out. It's like a, you know, a game you could play in a long drive or something kind of thing.
Shit.
They've been painted out of this. Oh shit, yeah,
Never
though.
say no to extra firepower.
He names Miss Piggy, and his category is no more spinsters. And so immediately one of the other people goes, what's your definition for a spinster? And he says, well, unfortunately, my definition is someone who's constantly trying to wank off a frog. And this makes the other two break. And they're like, why would you, what the fuck is wrong with you? And I remember so much the way he immediately switches to be on their side. And so one of them is like, why would you say someone constantly trying to wank off a frog? And with complete indignation, Tim Key immediately goes, look, I'm one of the main people trying to move on from the phrase wank off a frog, okay? It's amazing. You love Tim Key too? So straight-faced that sometimes scary. Loved his role in the Horn Section TV show. I haven't watched that yet. I should. Yeah, he's great. Wait, I'm back at the start. I caught the end of that. Kieran said the law of three. We have to go through this 3 times? This is new.
Rebounded on itself. Compressing, compounding, reflecting, and refracting. An urban legend and a murder in constant imbalance. Cause and effect hopelessly tangled. Arranged wrong, the dream logic flawed, the feedback loop doubled and redoubled, out of control. The pressure kept building, looking for release.
I know. Sometimes writing just captures your feelings exactly, or creates the reality of your feelings uncertain, but powerful art, right?
Compounding.
She's having a whole fucking day.
An urban legend and
Out of control indeed, wrong game.
balance. Cause and effect.
Every time you say the word control, a loud sound stinger plays in your head, Candy. Just got here, what's happening? What's up, Rule? We are in the lake house, where there are 2 research projects going on. This place is run by a couple, Dr. Jules and Dr. Diana, who are at each other's throats, it seems. Dr. Diana is studying Alan Wake's writing. Dr. Jules is studying, what was their name? Rudolph Lane's painting. And the effect of creativity in the dark place in the lake and stuff like that. And anyway, we've arrived when shit's hit the fan and we're trying to figure things out. I wonder if I need to know all of these. 398.19, 284. What could the second number be? Maybe it's like the number of good pages that match Alan Wake's style and all that stuff for that day. I mean, has anything on desks changed? I imagine not, but just quick check. Nope. That looks the same. I'm gonna imagine everything in there is the same. Let's keep going forward. Gonna quick save here and see if there's any resources. Any resources? Any resources? Factor's sick, but still reading every journal entry is really commendable. Don't like complimenting people when it's warranted. Killing it for a sick person. Luckily, I don't have throat pain yet. And I love reading this stuff. I'm glad you enjoy. Thanks for noticing. Not a loop. A spiral. The slandering fanfic is shockingly close to being reality.
Looking for release.
Something's moving down there.
The shadow is here. Good thing I brought a flashlight.
4 things are. Running at me. Oh god damn it, where is your fucking... There, point. Hello? Are you one of the fast ranged ones? You are. Shit, I got... Early, I make the same mistakes I did in the base game. Dude, I can't actually get my flashlight out while in the midst of reloading. I'm not allowed. Oh, and shit. Shit. I only have trauma kits. No, I said switch guns. Should have time before the next ranged attack. Even more coming. Hang on. I have to use my ID card? Damn it! Oh shit, you're a big one. So much for that heal. That dodge did not work, really. I don't know where the big one is right now, by the way. Try not to think about that. Where did the big one go? Over there? Are there two big ones? Or did you move over there and then just like forget about me and wander in circles? Seems like there's just one and you forgot about me somehow. You also don't look shadowed. Interesting. Please go down. Oh, okay. I need a lot more healing items.
Shit just kept getting worse.
A lot more healing items. Batteries are good too. Enemies drop me anything? Anything at all? Couldn't they have gotten Cherry MX Silent Browns or whatever the quiet ones are? I don't see items from any of the places. I think I downed someone. Let's go through the loop again. Reload you. Oh, hello. Reading stuff in Remedy games is half the fun. Very true. So far, the Remedyverse also feels very vaguely, we reduced natural disasters and replaced them with supernatural disasters in the Pacific Northwest. Wonder just how many weeks it takes the new FPC employees to go through all the safety videos. First 6 months is just, so, you've met an artist, and how to be prepared for an AWE videos. Sure, safety videos are more of a, you know what, we'll cross that road as we get to it kind of deal. Job turnaround rate is too high for proper training, and how would you predict the kinds of things they should be ready for? I think you just end up being part of a team that figures it out as you go along. What happened behind me as I did this? Okay. Go around again, hopefully with some more items. Hopefully with some new items. Two, really? Wonder if that becomes an active enemy anytime soon. Not yet, though. Is it worth wasting a flashlight thing on that to see if it affects it? I didn't need to flashlight blast them when they were enemies, actually, so probably not. Another one.
Loop 3. Should be the last one.
I keep coming back to this page. The author's clearly awake. It's like he's warning us. But about what? I mean, what does it mean? This page scared Jules away from the work on Wake's writing. A coward can't stand risk. But science is risk. For me, this is proof that we are going in the right direction. I just need Rudolph Lane's paintings to lead to more pages so that hopefully one day we can understand.
Sounds like you need to work together with Jules. I'm not saying you have to salvage the relationship, but just working together. Maybe Alan Wake's trying to bring you together. I'm sure he's written a happy story once in his life. Maybe not from the dark place, but... Alright, am I loaded up? I am. Do I have heals? I do not. But it is what it is. Let me quick slot you in the place that I'm used to, which is over here. Well, let's go around again.
I keep coming back to this page. The author's
It's bigger. Okay, it's getting shadowier. I'm gonna hit the edge if I keep going that way. Fair enough. I was wondering if it would, like, repeat.
What is that?
An overlap with a painting? Will you pick up your flashlight so I can tell where I'm going? You're kidding.
Ugh, locked. Maybe there's another way in.
Okay, battery? I see one over there. I have a level 1 key card. There's battery right here. Start meleeing them with canvas or paper. I think I saw a pressure washer suggestion earlier. These are all very valuable tools when fighting painting creatures. Here's the thing. I think everyone here died or something else happened to them before they got to develop any of that equipment. All right, let's go out here actually and note where this needs to go. Which isn't good. Looks like it doesn't go out here. All right. I don't know where I'm walking with this. I'm not actually sure I should have even picked it up. It was on a machine. But I guess I don't need this machine. Let's assume I'm supposed to carry this somewhere. It seems likely. Oh, hey, and now that it's shadowy, the pipes are gone. There were pipes here, weren't there? Here's the thing I saw. Now, what switch do I have to get to? How far back? Level 1 security clearance, another one there. Let's back outside. Still can't use this switch. Where am I going to be taking the second power thing I see, too? Was there a use thing over here? Nope, don't know what I saw out of the corner of my eye, but there's not. Items? Anything helpful? Nope, okay. Well, let's take the second battery and I guess put it back in the first place. So we did have to do this in this order because of those pipes that disappeared when the light was out. Maybe for the switch, we need both them activated. But we had to do it in this order. Makes some sense. Now, can I go hit the switch? Those things are so inconvenient without telekinesis. Yeah, Jesse Faden was way better. Hell, I could just throw them into their slots most of the time. So satisfying when you got good at that control. Well, that shouldn't be able to go through there. But I'm used to it.
You again. What happened to you? Did the people here do this to you?
Imagine doing this in the middle of a museum. Next time you're at a museum, stop in front of a painting and go, what happened to you? Who did this to you? Just see if anyone else around you is like, fucking Alan Wake, right? Or if they just give you more space. They ask you to leave.
You said Marmonts before. Do they do this? Where are they now? Tell me where they are.
No, that wasn't...
Christ.
I wanted to ask about Alan Wake. I didn't think it would move on because that dialogue wasn't bolded.
What did they do?
Oh. Well, given his method of communication, it probably wouldn't have been a lot of detail, but damn. Dude sounds like a Dalek. They do. All right, so we're on 3. So I'll try 2 again.
A threshold is the connection between a foreign reality and our own. Now, they all have their own rules, strange as they are, but the further down I went, the more chaotic this one got. Clearly, this was the Cauldron Lake threshold, but something was wrong. Well, more wrong than usual.
I'm sure you'll get to 2, surely. Surely.
Sublevel 2.
Third time's the charm.
Lockdown in effect. Please remain calm.
Which one is this anyway? This is holding an observation.
Lockdown in effect. Please remain calm.
Lift the level-wide lockdown and free everything from movement around, hey bud, the facility. Can I pop a flashbang in the service hatch? See more shadowy folks over there. Stairs down. Well, can I get in here and deal with you first?
Won't open while the floor's on lockdown.
Gotcha. Hello there. You've already been looted. Delightful. Level 3 clearance for that. We're taking more locked doors. Yeah, they're all red. Okay, so we're gonna lift the lockdown. They're all gonna pop out at once.
Hope that glass is thick.
Trauma kit? Probably worth using right now. It'll be much harder to use in the middle of a fight, and I think we wasted very little of its potential. I was missing enough health. I think. If I was ever turned into a painting, it better be Yowie. Is a message I read from Samantha, VOD watchers. So that painting was alive. Sounded like it didn't want to be. Yes, and we are appreciating it. Hey guys.
Oh,
Yeah,
there's the
okay.
elevator.
You'll get to come
How
out
do
to
I
play
get in?
soon enough, I'm sure. Another trauma kit. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay. I hate going down these little sunken areas here. I like having the high ground, but I'm gonna come down here to find a way to lift this, it seems. Retrieval order. Acquisition team is hereby approved to acquire additional research subjects for ongoing study related to Project Arbitus at the Lake House facility. Prioritize outcomes as ordered below. 1. Both subjects brought to Lake House for study. Ed and Tammy. 2. Tamitha Booker. Her work is more commercially successful, thus more likely to yield results based on proven cases. 3. Edward Booker. Less successful than Tamitha, but theater is more widely recognized as art than true crime novels. Observe the subjects at a distance and only move to acquire if the opportunity arises. Under no circumstances can this operation draw the attention of local law enforcement. Signed, Dr. Diana Marmont, co-head of research. Initial review regarding Booker's writing. The first piece of content produced by the subject is severely disappointing. It is not remotely similar in content to the Wake pages we provided as reference. They had him captured and then had him try to rewrite Wake's style. Why is it so focused on my marriage? Why is Jules the protagonist? Why is it set in an actual lakeside cabin? And what's happening at the end? What the hell is in the sky? Did anyone brief Booker about the concepts he was to write about? The lake house, the shadow. We need him to match Wake's style exactly. It's not going to work if he has no clue what he's writing about. We need to get this sorted. We need progress now. And why isn't he taking this seriously? When I spoke to him, he thought I was an actor. I wanted to understand how serious we are, whatever it takes. Page ID ARB EB001 assignment. Continue the story from page ID Alan Wake 002 AW002. Match the tone, style, and content of AW002 as closely as possible. The crack was an emotional one, a line right through their marriage, their foundation, their lake house. These thoughts and more flooded Jules' mind as he stared out through the lakeside cottage's windows. The sun was setting on a stormy day. Rain-heavy clouds hung low, weighed down with the burden of purpose. Diana sat in her favorite deck chair staring out across the lake's rippling surface. He watched the breeze catch her acorn hair. As if sensing his gaze, she turned her head. Jules looked away, flustered, then annoyed with himself for letting her affect him this way. He grabbed the bottle of red wine, poured himself a generous serving, and he kept pouring, his mind distracted by a thought. How did we get here? They had been at the lab, running an experiment. Then they were here. Why? He remembered thinking that a break from the lab would give them space to reconnect, to mend the crack, but he couldn't remember ever leaving. Wine was flowing over the rim of his cup, though he didn't even notice. He put down the bottle, scanning the lake. A faint shimmer hung in the air on the far side of the lake, like light hitting glass. The sort of thing you only notice if you're looking for it. He felt like he had seen something like this before, but where? Jules! Diana's cry snapped Jules back into the present. She was staring up at the sky in panic. A deep shadow crept across the deck. Jules ran to the door, to his wife. Keep that in mind for possible imagery at the end of this DLC. Her acorn hair. She'd been sitting out there a while under the trees. Things get caught in it, you know. Okay, we need a password here. Personally important days, stuff like that. Initial review of Booker's writing. This has a date, nothing's bolded. This has 002 for Alan Wake's page. 001 for Ed Booker's page. I think we're going to need to get into that to lift lockdown at a guess. Retrieval order. No numbers in that, I don't think. Hello there. Subject's writing must feature darkness, water, the Marmonts, Jules and Diana, the lake house, conflict. Did anyone explain any of this to him? On the other side? Whoa, hang on a second here. We have a tier list. Art, definitely art. Writing, painting, music, poetry crossed out, rhymes, sculpture. Art, question mark, dancing. Movies span it all, TV spans it all. Theater, puppets, martial arts. What about Night Springs? Not art. Baking, what about cooking? Knitting, speaking, rock stacking, bullshit charts like this. Deals, not art. Deals are not art. Political commentary in our game. Sewing, graffiti. Not another password. Let's see how long this will take. Fuck you, PPC. Theater is art. Firmly in the art category. 9/10/2023. Work order regarding wall removal and transport, location sublevel 2, lanes cell. Ordered by Marmont, Jules, co-head of research. Work required. A section of the cell's southern wall needs to be removed for transport to sublevel 5 for analysis. Because he painted on it. Urgency high. Tools required. It's not my job to know which tools you use to cut concrete walls. It is your job. Additional details. Important, the wall must be removed very carefully. The painting on the interior side of the wall must not be damaged. Oh shit, what's his name? Oh crap. Oh shit. Who painted,
What happened here?
Oh, this was the wall. Who painted Saturn devouring his son?
Jules Marmont looked at the painting. He didn't understand it. Saw only random whirls of color. Drugging Lane made him more compliant, but his work had turned abstract. Jules needed more art his team could parse, could test, trial and error. These abstract explosions of color complicated the data. His grip tightened around the letter opener in his hand. The piece of art he needed was hidden inside Lane. If Jules could simply cut the painter open and pull the painting out of him, he would. The overhead lights flickered. Jules would make Lane cooperate. No more drugs. Less carrot, more stick. Jules had to go faster. He wouldn't lose to Diana. Nothing else mattered.
Goya, thank you, Francisco Goya. If I remember right, and I don't always, as we know, Francisco Goya bought a house in the countryside, and some of his most famous paintings were done on the walls of that house while he owned it. And to preserve them, they took the wall down, and they went from the back side of the wall. So the painting on the side, this is the back side of the wall. It's not that thick, but you know, they took like a centimeter, or a couple inches of wall, I'm not sure how much. And they worked from the backside, wearing it away, piece by piece, chemically and physically, you know, by a variety of processes depending on the layers, until they had basically just the thinnest layer of wall material left with the paint sitting atop it, and then they put on new backing that was more stable so they could, you know, take it away from the house and so on. It's a real thing people have had to solve in the past. Date redacted, Project Ramnus, subject condition report regarding redacted, background information. Rudolph Lane, subject P for painter, has shown a decline in redacted over the past several months. Initially, this redacted presented as an increase in resistance, frequently declining requests to work. However, given time and pressure, subject would always relent. Subject's attitude toward art has also undergone a change recently. He is disinterested in his work, quickly becoming frustrated and sometimes even damaging or destroying the piece before it is completed. In the past few months, his work has become much more abstract, no longer showing true-to-life subjects or landscapes, but rather conceptual art, much harder to define or categorize. Whether this sudden interest in abstraction was a form of rebellion, a consequence of growing redacted, drugs, or source of genuine artistic interest is unknown. Current situation, as of yesterday, subject refuses to touch his supplies. He claims he will not paint anymore and wishes to leave. The subject's refusal has effectively halted all research. While the team can continue to run tests on the backlog of paintings, they estimate there is little new information to gain. The subject must continue to paint if work is to proceed. However, the team is concerned that convincing the subject with force or coercion may only entrench him further in his position. Action to be taken. Dr. Jules Marmont, co-head of research and project lead, has suggested that a high dose of redacted be introduced to the subject's food to cure his redacted. If the subject's attitude does not improve, then low doses of redacted will be introduced in order to improve his compliance.
I can't paint anymore. I know you want me to paint, but I can't. I'm empty.
Rudolph, no. You love to paint. And you are such a talent. This is just the classic artist slump.
No.
Yeah, whenever an artist has a slump, they come to Cauldron Lake. And things go great for them.
Taking from me now. When can I leave? You said you'd let me leave.
Rudolph, but you volunteered to come, remember? We are helping you, like Dr. Hartman did.
Like Dr. Hartman.
You need to see our doctor? I can arrange that.
No. No, that's... I am feeling better. Much better. I will paint.
This is wonderful to hear, Rudolph. I knew you would come back to your old self.
Hang on. Did I understand that correctly? Pomegranates, did Jules offer to let Rudolph see Dr. Hartman? Or was he referring to another doctor? Was I able to listen carefully? Is the science done wrong? It really is. Gaslighting for science sake. And I mean, we've already just seen Diana just deny results because they don't fit what she wants. Hey, free drugs. We said we're helping you like Dr. Hartman applying to patient Dr. Hartman before. Okay, I got that. I thought he said, I really didn't hear that correctly. Is there any way for me to hear things back again as Jules? As Kieran, not Jules, excuse me. Sorry, it's just this is really quite important for Jules's character. What did I misunderstand?
I'm empty. Rudolph, no. You love to paint. And you are such a talent. This is just the classic artist slump.
No. No, I hate it. It's just taking from me.
Why are they making a reindeer paint? Shouldn't Deerfest be a holiday for them?
You said you'd let me leave.
Rudolph, but you volunteered to come, remember? We are helping you.
I caught that
like
part.
Dr. Hartman did. Perhaps you need to
see our doctor. Okay, okay, all right. See our doctor. That's probably a threat of more drugs or something. I thought that was a much worse threat because, small spoiler for one of the Control DLCs. I won't say anything you wouldn't get if you watched a trailer for the DLC. One of the Control DLCs is about Dr. Hartman at the oldest house because he doesn't leave Alan Wake 1 quite the same as he starts out in Alan Wake 1. And he's something else entirely by the time of Control, which is 2019. So I thought Jules was offering to let Rudolph see that Dr. Hartman for a moment, but it's not quite that evil. Yeah, I know what's coming, don't you worry. Still need to figure out the password, but I don't have any particular ideas, so we're gonna go try and work on the lockdown first, and then the password after everyone's dead and not standing around staring at me. I already have Samantha staring at me. I don't need all of the fucking shaded, as she calls them, watching me. That would maybe be better considering what Dr. Hartman went and do. I mean, I know that Dr. Hartman was pretty awful beforehand, but I don't think that would be better. Sorry to hear Phil Shitty Hydra. Thanks for sacrificing the rest of us. So no worries. If I wasn't reasonably comfortable, I wouldn't be doing it, but thanks for understanding. Security 02. Let me get in there. Hi. Security 02. Can get in there. Now we have to find out why that bloodstain is there.
Card. Sorry, but I need this.
We all saw The Scientist, right? And weirdly, I'm not talking about that one.
How many paintings did they have this guy make?
Catalog of Rudolph Lane production from painting session on redacted. 42 bolded. Designation black circular shape among yellow lines. Description an uneven circle painted in dark black in the foreground with jagged yellow/brown mustard lines behind it. Lines sometimes overlap with each other and or bleed into the black circle. 169. Designation lone tree at night. A dark green tree. Pine standing in a dark landscape, presumably night. 170 is bolded. Designation empty road in forest. A dark gray streak across a dark green landscape, presumably a forest at night. The gray streak is likely to be a road due to its location, color, and the way its width reduces in line with the perspective. Note, a small white shape on the road could be a page of writing by Alan Wake. Relevant teams have been informed and are searching for this site now to attempt page retrieval. It's the loading screen for the game. You'll find it in the loading screen for this game. 24 bolded, yellow crescent shape on blank canvas. A curved yellow shape in a roughly crescent shape painted onto an otherwise empty canvas. Possibly a crescent moon or banana unfinished piece. So we have black circular shape, yellow lines, lone tree at night, empty road and forest, and yellow crescent shape. How do I know which numbers to use? Okay, at what point do we get the chest burster scare? What scientist? There was no scientist. Assuming instant death when coming into contact with him, that genuinely might still be better. What was Deerfest like? Was there enough coffee for everyone? There was, but they were a little bit forward about coming to help Alan out. It was uncomfortable. It rapidly became uncomfortable, Deerfest. It was great. Mocha came alive, danced for everyone. Dark presence is mustard? No problem. No problem. 9/14/23, I made that reservation for our anniversary, which I certainly never forgot was a week from this Friday. Let's take separate cars from the office. I can't have the bosses see us leaving together now that those hypocrites abandoned our office relationships. Have a good day. A week from, so 9/21/23. Wrong? That. Oh, his one's already, okay. Well, that's for the computer out there. Let's go from the bottom up, because I'm so bad at understanding them backwards. Trisha update from P. Greenberg to Jay Watterson. Just found out what happened to Trisha. Jules fucking fired her. I knew it. She was way too vocal in last week's all-hands meeting. She had valid concerns. That man is a tyrant. Speaking up about safety is no reason to fire someone. Password policy from Jay Watterson to P. Greenberg. Can you believe this new password policy? What security concerns are they even talking about? We are a fenced-off government bunker in the middle of nowhere. I think they're getting paranoid. Anyway, I set the security terminal's new password like the memo suggested. Our anniversary is the base numbers, then Black Void. Anniversary, Black Void. Yeah, the Marms are losing it. Big surprise. I bet Diana set Jules' background to a big old turd or something. Once again, making their shitty marriage everyone else's problem. The password you sent didn't work. Black Void is 44, right? From the list of Lane's paintings? I need to get in. This is going to be a total waste of a Wednesday. 44 is right, yeah. So I guess you're telling me you don't know when our anniversary is? Well, good luck with that. Today's password is the date of our special unforgettable anniversary plus brown shape with horns. Love you. I maintain that seeing a movie together does not begin a relationship. Oh. Brown shape with horns, special unforgettable anniversary. So 9/21 is the anniversary. Brown shape with horns. Oh, pardon me, I gotta blow my nose again. One moment. It's like, do your job, Dayquil. Didn't mean to hit that. Okay, I feel a bit better for another 10 minutes or something. Don't question at this point, but do headshots do more damage in this series? I believe they do. I've never tested that, but I'm pretty sure they do. The bosses, co-heads, married, banned relationships in the office, that they did. Demonstrating it's a bad idea by example, I suppose. True. Why is the anniversary my birthday? They did it in honor of you. These video game characters did it in honor of you. Do you not feel honored? Carmen Sandiego's sick. Story idea, the FBC wanted to make a super weapon or something that could break the minds of even the strongest soldiers. They bring the one known as Sad Cat to Cauldron Lake to right brain rot. Don't you think doing that in Samantha's enough? 2023, September. This is to help you if you can't. Yep, that's nice of them, Dad. From security, update the computer password policy. Yeah. A reminder of the rules. All right, so 9/21, correct? A week from Friday. I do need the calendar. 9/14, Friday was the 15th, 22. 9/22. And brown shape with horns. Escape Blue Gray Sky, Black Void. Large variety of blacks. Oh, this is the second page I didn't even read. Red, yellow, and green circle. 3 uneven circles, 1 red, 1 yellow, and 1 green, roughly arranged in a vertical line. Background is black-gray with dark red streaks along the border of canvas, possibly a traffic light. Cityscape with blue-gray sky, gray vertical shapes, likely the skyline of a city, in the bottom third of the canvas with a vivid blue-gray sky. Geometric shapes painted in thin white lines can barely be made out among the colors of the sky. Black void. A deep black void covering the entire canvas with a few small specks of dark or light gray able to be seen on the inspections. Large variety of black spirals. A large number of rough spirals painted in black, ranging in size from that of a quarter to that of a basketball. Though the canvas appears quite covered, it is blank aside from the spirals. There's a spiral on the door of the writing room. Could be connected. Brown shape with horns, 25. A brown shape, vaguely triangular, with what are presumably horns extending from the shape. Likely an animal head, possibly a deer or elk. Black background, 25. Does it go first or second? I can't remember what they said. 9, 22, 25 was it? Cool.
There.
Deactivate lockdown. Check the mail real
Without
quick.
HQ, more situations like this are gonna fall through the cracks.
Attention, missing Blackrock from Jules Marmont. Attention all staff. There is a significant amount of Blackrock missing from sub-level 5. I expect there is a misunderstanding, and someone has taken it to another floor by mistake. If you did this, respond to this message, and we will fix the problem. Blackrock is precious material. We only have so much of it now that the oldest house is being closed. With the oldest house being closed. Security reminder from B. Lopez to staff. Remember to lock your computer, changing your, yep.
I'm glad
Safety.
someone here stood up to him.
Safety concerns from T. Howard to Kingston. Hello, Mr. Kingston. I'm writing because I have serious concerns about safety protocols being disregarded across the facility. I've collected a list of violations that I've personally observed. This person in the office. I can send this to you. My opinion on the matter is that both Dr. and Dr. Marmont are driving this facility's staff into progressively more reckless behavior. Good day, Tricia Howard, senior researcher. Safety concerns. Hello, Mrs. Howard. Thank you for your opinion. Ms. Howard. All facility operations and safety measures are under the purview of the heads of research. If you have a complaint, please file it directly to them, or contact the Bureau's acting management team in Dallas. Thank you, Harry Kingston. Jeez. Mr. Kingston, I thought we reported to the acting management team in Kansas. I reached out to them about this issue multiple times, got no response. Even if they did respond, we all know they don't have the staff to investigate every internal issue after the oldest house went into lockdown. I believe the Marmonts are knowingly using this state of chaos to their advantage. Our treatment of research subjects is in clear violation of the Ash Act. These are punishable offenses. If you do not open an internal investigation, then I will resign Trisha Howard, senior researcher. Let's open up the thing. Also Panther.
Suddenly in the darkness, something glinting. A crystal panther.
Number ID-600. Crystal Panther. A crystalline animal, panther-like in shape. Stalking prey, perhaps? Design is artistic, difficult to be certain. Power is not yet completely understood, but it seems to hold much Twitch viewership and fascination. Continue to spend points on it. Further research needed. Power is creating happiness. Deactivate lockdown.
Lockdown lifted. You are now safe to resume working.
Fucking doubt it.
Escovez, come in.
Hello?
Facility.
Sublevel 1, okay.
You copy?
No. Turn back. Area is extremely hostile.
Fuck. Radios. They're on floor 1. I'll need help.
Are you still not dead? That was like way too long to kill that first one. I wanted to get 2 of them before this all went south. You drop that, please? Oh shit, you're shadowy again? Or still? Which is it? Why can't I flashlight you? Well, that was a lot of resources spent, but that went smoother than I thought it might. Hopefully I'm right about the way items work and they start giving me more to make up for that spending. Like here. They gave me a flashbang and they gave me shotgun shells. So far, evidence is good. Drop anything? No, I'll deal with you in just a second. I'll read you in a moment. You're the kind of thing I'm looking for. Batteries, a flare. We got a waste and want. This game's all about waste and want. Got it. Where's the thing to read? There it is. Or listen to, rather. Okay, just a second. I'm gonna make this quieter for us. No immediately present enemies? Let's go back and listen now. Okay, I'm gonna search the other room and then we'll listen to it when I have time. When I can restart it. Oh, yeah, there was another item. Didn't see that at all. You don't want to tempt that Crystal Panther coming alive in the night and attacking you through the power of the lake. Luckily, I don't live near a lake. Otherwise, I'd be far too scared, you're right. It's reminding me of Umbrella Corps. Okay. Has this thing reset? Can I listen to it properly now?
will find the question very
Oh,
interesting.
come on, man.
Most likely, she already has an answer.
And then?
That's why I love her.
Oh. Sweet. Let's hear the rest of this.
I had a thought today. A possible avenue for further research. When we think of art successfully affecting reality, we always think of Alan Wake and his writing. This could be due to recency bias or simply the amount of recorded evidence skewing our opinion. But also, I wonder if writing's very nature is an advantage.
Remember, this is the guy doing the painting half of the research.
Describe events in such explicit detail. The story gives the shadow a, how you say, a blueprint, a map of what to make real.
But isn't there a conversion rate of one painting to 1,000 words?
Music, sculpture, dance, cuisine. In our case, a painting. When the source material is open to interpretation, how will the shadow choose to interpret it? I think
Oh, I see.
will find the question very interesting.
Oh.
Most likely, she already has an answer.
Does the shadow bring sentient interpretation to interpretable art? I mean, even writing is interpretable, but I guess to a lesser degree. Alan Wake's style of writing, at least, to a lesser degree than the paintings. Hey, bud. Another one behind them. Oh shit, a ranged one. You have a bag on your head? Are you the office caught up? Well, I'm the office shoot up. Is that everyone out here? I thought it was going to be a lot worse. I guess the key-coded doors didn't open automatically, so we've got enemies on the sides I'll have to fight, but it's up to me when. That's kind of nice. Hey, Diamond, good to see you. Happy Tuesday. Hope you're, well, Wednesday for you. Hope it's starting off well. Yeah, but that's because a lot of those 1,000 words are things like browning yellow mustard and possibly a banana. I guess. A lot of those words are just used to get the basic idea down. This guy's just mad you tried to cook a whole fish in the microwave. Office politics. Painting is inflating its number count to make its essay look better. Painting would absolutely. Oh, what's the margin size? How should I frame this? What if we did like a whole page of word art to introduce? I think people like that. Sitting on the floor eating a burger, drinking a beer. This is the life. Glad to hear it, sad cat. Or directly on the floor or beanbag chair? Because we had mixed opinions about beanbag chairs the other. Oh, this one's 3. The other day talking about it. Where's the comic book research wing? Unfortunately, I believe they would put that in not art. Art question mark at best. That's not how I feel, but they had harsh grading, it seems. Readings report threshold activity. Readings collected over the last 48 hours shows a rising increase in activity stemming from the Cauldron Lake threshold, likely indicating an imminent AWE scenario. The highest recorded reading exceeded the safety limit, necessitating a general alert and requesting assistance from the assigned AWE response team. However, no alert or contact with external teams has been made per the recent amends to this procedure. As specified, the monitoring team will take no action until sign-off from either Dr. Marmont or Dr. Marmot has been received. I almost read perceived. I perceived I had approval. Considering the rate of escalation that recent data indicates, the monitoring team strongly recommends that the AWE response team be contacted immediately. Signed, Harris Cruz, lead threshold analyst. Didn't Kieran in the base game say something about being contacted? So I think they did eventually, but maybe it was later, not on their authority. When things had gone totally wrong already, someone else made the command decision to contact them, even if it was too late. Or I'm just misremembering what happened. Either or. Either or. Wait, so one of these was the cell, the other one doesn't open, right?
Finally.
Oh, hello.
Someone who isn't a painting.
Oh shit, it's Ed! Have you been here the whole time? You didn't speak up when I ran by. You didn't speak up when I started shooting people. What's been happening recently?
Hey, hello. Who are you?
Sorry, got a flow going. Can we do this later?
You can lock an artist up in a secret government facility, but if they've got a flow going, they're going to take advantage of it. They're not going to let you interrupt. Okay.
No, we cannot. I'm Agent Kieran Estevez. I'm with the government, and I need your name.
I'm Ed Booker, the playwright. And I'm hitting my stride here, so can you guys stop with all that banging and screaming? It's throwing me off.
Would love to, but no.
Where do you think you are right now?
In an immersive writing workshop.
Well, bad news, it's not a writing workshop. Good news, it's not a writing workshop.
Oh, right. We're the kind of character who would make that. This just isn't art.
Creativity.
It's like my sister. This is how she feels about certain art.
Look around you. How is this a workshop?
You have to stay in character. I get that. I'm in the theater business too. And look, the sets, the costumes, all great in that, you know, campy, 70s sci-fi kind of way. But you could dial down the role-playing like 15, 20%. Just some professional advice.
I've been watching a bunch of 60s sci-fi, and unless it improves greatly in the 70s, this is far more stable. Shit's always rocking and so on in the background when people hit it too hard during the fake fights and stuff. Oh, but I thought theater wasn't art. I mean, I think they're taking what they can get. Because we do get a tiny bit of Nightingale after all.
What are you even doing? What are you writing?
Well, after you all abducted me in the woods, I've been working on this manuscript you gave me because you need it for some experiment or something. I kind of forget the premise. But, you know, I've had this block lately, and filling in the gaps of this story has really loosened me up. Copying the style is a nice constraint, but I still have lots of room to play.
Oh, man.
It's a solid creative exercise.
So painfully well written.
Sir, whether you are aware of it or not, there is a situation here. I need you to stay in your cell until I can resolve the matter, okay?
Uh-huh, got it. Hey, no one's been around with food for a while. I could go for some dinner when you have a second. Oh, and can I get my phone back? I want to call my wife. I don't know how Tammy found you guys, but she killed it. 5 stars all around.
Yeah, I'll get right on that.
Delightful. Research subjects inside. Keep door closed at all times. Safety first. Research subjects must be escorted by Bureau personnel whenever out of their cell. Occupant is potentially dangerous. Do not engage unless authorized. We need a password for this at some point. Have I already gone to both sides? I have not. I can't do that one because that's the 3. Can I do this one? Yeah, I opened... But that door's already opened. The elevator is this way. What else have we got around here? Team notice. About a month ago. As you may know, a valued member of our team was recently reassigned off of Project Arbitus. Carla Livingston's designs and engineering expertise were a key part of the creation of the ATDs. Their contributions to the project cannot be overstated. The project team should rest assured that their reassignment was an error that should be corrected soon. Our project director, Dr. Diana Marmont, would like to remind all team members that any directives or assignments from Dr. Jules Marmont have no bearing on Arbitus staff and should be ignored. Thank you for your attention. No doorway on that one. Hey, bud. What are you doing in painting, review, and storage? You want to fuck off instead? Oh, we got a lot of pistol ammo now. I didn't notice how much we picked up. Fantastic. Map updated. Background report regarding Rudolph Lane. Hider missing Ed saying the shadows are capitalism. No. Little sister's a plastic artist. The unless it's actually on fire, don't bother me while on the atelier attitude is so familiar. Fuck the corpos. Listen here, this isn't a bit. I'm not an artist. You are in danger. I think he's a prisoner in some other people's way, too. Oh, he doesn't know he's a prisoner. Suppress unpleasant knowledge. Do you think he's just partly in denial? I think he's just in the flow and can't see anything else. Background report regarding Rudolph Lane. In 2010, Lane was inadvertently involved in AWE 35 while residing at the Cauldron Lake Lodge, where he lived under the care of Dr. Emil Hartman. See case number, all of that, for information regarding his crimes and arrest. Lane was seriously injured during the AWE. He received medical care in Seattle for 2 months, during which time he was questioned and cleared by FBC staff. After the Cauldron Lake Lodge was seized and closed by the FBC, Lane moved to Watery, Washington, where he currently resides. Recent surveillance confirms he has no known personal relationships or affiliations with paranatural groups. As requested, the observation, which is a hard thing to do in the town of Watery, honestly. You'd have to avoid Il Monaco. As requested, the observation team has confirmed that Lane continues to paint as of the date of this report. Can you imagine living in Bright Falls and not encountering paranatural shit? Bright Falls or Watery? I think, honestly, those are the people that would worry me the most. I want to question them first. They would have to know the most about it to avoid it. Was that raising? Oh, is me stepping over your weapon? I thought the pop up and down was me stepping over another body for a second. All right, let's take a crack at this password. Settle in, Samantha. These were open before, right? Oh, that's I came back that way. Just making sure I get like all the loot and shit. Password. Other side. He's just glad he's getting food for his work.
Government is spreading darkness, trying to control the uncontrollable.
I didn't notice that note the first time.
Climate change, oppression, disenfranchisement of immigrant and minority populations. Lots of heavy theme and a dark.
You doubters!
Love it.
Security reminder for people up as a staff, lock your computers. Sensitivity reminder from Kingston to staff. Allow a gentle reminder that nut allergies are a serious health issue and making light of them is not appropriate workplace behavior for anyone of any seniority level. Bringing nuts to the office is a health risk and should be avoided for everyone's safety. Thank you, Harry Kingston, Administrator. Pie Day from J. Marmon. Hello! To celebrate the arrival of fall, I have brought a variety of seasonal pies from the local diner you all seem to love so much. The members of Project Ramnus can come enjoy them in the lobby near my office. All other staff should visit the other Dr. Marmon's office to see if she brought pie. Also, despite the ridiculous dramatics of last year, I have purchased the delicious pecan-filled pies. Happy fall! Dr. Jules Marmon, co-head of research. Attention missing Blackrock, we read that. Holy shit, from Watterson to Crag. Jules just sent out a memo asking us to spy on his wife's project. Remember when we just made fun of his stupid project names and science factoids? Simpler times. Reply from Crag to Watterson. You really did that? Diana's gonna slit his throat if she finds out. Those two are such a hot mess. I got drinks with Perry last night and he told me Jules is withholding wake pages from Diana's team. He told her they went missing. Crazy shit. Paula mentioned you two were thinking about asking for a transfer. You're really gonna leave me here all alone? Riri, holy shit from Watterson to Crag. We can have weekly gossip calls, promise. Get keycard access to the elevator, locate your team on sublevel 1, get to experiment site on sublevel 5, find a way to get the keycard and gun by exploring the facility. What keycard level did we need to get that gun? I forget. Let's head back to our team. So I think the elevator is at the end of this hallway, right? I was a doubter. So, French, German, or Swedish? What, my accent? European. Alan,
My team was on sublevel 1. I knew they were in danger.
Thank you. Alan Wake gripped the Pokeball tightly, sweat running across his brow. He knew he needed to beat this person. He knew he needed to move on so that he could catch them all. One, please.
The Marmons turned innocent people into tools using the FBC's authority. They thought they were untouchable out here, hidden away in the woods? No. Actions have consequences. And I'm the consequences.
Yeah. Someone else is being the consequences.
Sub-level 1.
You fucking bastard.
God damn it! I actually fired a bullet. Okay, I've got a lot of pistol ammo, but
Jules Marmont killed my team. He was taken by the Shadow. I'm sorry.
shit. Well, I mean, is there anything else I need on this floor now? Oh, okay. Yeah, no, a gun is good. I see you.
How do I get in the room with that gun?
Oh, it's not a keycard swipe. Okay. Yeah, I don't know that. Hang on. I'm pretty sure they can't come through that door. What do I know about this floor? Security clearance keycard 3 is in there. Power core, break room, panel control, elevator moved, unidentified hostile. Unknown weapon. Could it be if I take the power out? No, because the power wasn't... There's a door over here. Door over on that side. Right on the other side of where that thing came from, and it must be standing right here, right? Nope.
These panels are blocking the door.
Okay. I need the switch that moves panels. I know where that is. It's right behind me. I should make a little quick save while we're here. The Marmonts think they're above the law. I am the law. The Marmonts think I wouldn't bring a gun to a museum. But I'm a fucking cop. You don't know where I'd bring a gun.
That name is not very scientific. I mean, who came up with that? Shadow.
Comes to my lab and treats me like some kind of assistant. Un putain d'assistant? Moi? I run the lake house. This is my facility. Mine! He cannot just walk in here for 1 week, make some speeches, and then fly back to New York. Espèce de crétin, prétentieux. The jackass thinks he's a fucking rock star.
Have you seen his scene in Control?
And make fun of the name. Oh, the Shadow. The Shadow is good. It's evocative. He is just a jealous, spoiled little child. And I will make it so everyone can see this. I will make it so no one even remembers his name. To ces imbéciles là, hein? They all think I am a pencil pusher. They think I do not have the mind for such work. Eh bien, ils verront. Ils verront! I will take what they think is possible. But I will break it.
Fair enough. I think it's fair to say Jules is gone. I wonder if Diana is similar, or if Jules is the one problem we're gonna have to deal with. Definitely not possessed. Learning about art. Hey, Mumbo. It's the guy from Control. It is Casper Darling. What's that actor's name again? I know he's in Robin Hood Men in Tights, but I forgot the actor's name. Anyway, he kills it in Control. On the busted job too. How goes it for y'all, Hydra and Samantha? I'm sick, but otherwise good, so things are going all right. Hope job 1 was okay. Hope job 2 is okay, and that you're doing well, Mambo. Yeah, he's not possessed. It's just a real case of the Mondays. Hello. So you're right on the other side of that wall, eh? Here we go. No, you're not. What the fuck? Oh shit, right. Of course, it's a different shape now. This is totally safe. Fuck off! So near. I don't want to see how they attack if I can help it. I'm not looking back for that shit. Card, faster, card. Why didn't I have the card ready? And we're inside. And we're shutting the door. I know they don't go through it even when it's open. I just feel better with it shut. Thanks. You got nothing for me? I guess I didn't have to fire anything at it, but really? Man. Matthew Peretta, thank you. Yeah, Matthew Peretta, who plays Casper Darling. Progress update number 5. Got the firing mechanism working. It's throwing the test projectiles a good distance. Turned out pretty nicely. The fittings between the grenade launcher and custom components are a bit loose. No proper lathe here, but at least it works. Now I need some actual black rock for the tests. I know there's someone sub-level 5, but the acting inventory supervisor doesn't get access to that floor. Next steps, source black rock. So black rock is the ammunition for this gun, which means they're going to withhold it from me a lot of times, I imagine. Is that black rock? Black rock rounds. Modified explosive rounds containing black rock fragments. No, whoa. What does that say? 021219 plus a cat. High day, sensitivity reminder, attention missing black rock. Reassignment from Jules Marmont to Kay Livingston. Hello, Carla. I've decided to reassign you from Project Ramnus to Inventory Management. Your title will be changed from Senior Researcher to Acting Inventory Supervisor, effective immediately. You may find this change sudden, but I have no doubt someone with a nut allergy like yourself will prefer to work alone in the inventory booth than out in the open, where any dangerous pies may be waiting to hurt you. Perhaps some hard work will keep you from making any more unfounded HR complaints. Regards, Dr. Jules Marmont, co-head of research. Fuck that guy.
There was a crack in the lake house. The Marmonts had let the lake in, but the water could not flow.
This is what we heard
stagnant.
Diana reading in the video
The
downstairs from
controlled here. The art was not art, just content for the experiment. The contrived overlap rebounded on itself, compressing, compounding, reflecting, and refracting. An urban legend and a murder in constant imbalance, cause and effect hopelessly entangled. Arranged wrong, the dream logic flawed. The feedback loop doubled and redoubled, out of control. The pressure kept building, looking for a release.
Peretta is an old man slang for cool in Brazilian Portuguese because of the actor and his part in Control. No, that's pretty cool. A bullet is just a shield whose shape is modified. You trying to get a job writing Alan Wake-like pages at the lake house, Batadar? What a petty fucking asshole. Agreed. Agreed. Hydra, how much do you think you left from this game? 7-8 hours. I have no idea. Truly have no idea. Ooh, we got a new inventory row with that too.
Okay. This should get me down to sub-level 5.
And keycard 3.
And this should get me past any other problems.
We have 6 shots currently. We carry it low. Charge the black rock launcher by holding down left click. Charged shots go farther and deal more damage. Good to know. We need to get back to the elevator now to get down to 5. Presuming the elevator hasn't moved, which is a presumption.
Finally! Something works on these bastards.
I agree completely. Finally. Now, I would love to save the ammo, if I can, but needs must as the painting drives. Where's the elevator? Where's the elevator? Where's the elevator? We have to move the things. It looks like there's a hallway behind that big one. Pure and adulterated turpentine grenades? I think I'll finish the stream, I think. That is the goal. But I play games a little bit slowly sometimes, and I might be a little more slowed by my illness. So, you know, if I run out of energy or think it's an unwise idea, I'm open to the idea of, unfortunately, doing it over 2. But yeah, the goal and the hope is we do it now, here in 1. Have I already opened this? Pages request? Yeah, we've read a lot of these, but not this. Harry, do not release any of those pages. Tell Diana and those fools on Project Arbitus that we misplaced them. This is Jules. An unfortunate filing accident. Tell them we are confident the pages will be resurfaced in 2 or 3 weeks, but we are too busy making progress to look for them right now. Be sure you say that we are making progress, just as I wrote it above. Regards, Dr. Jules Malmancourt of Research. Did I read this thing beside it? Threshold linking, progress report, emotion, research order. Yes, I did. I just didn't notice the computer, or it wasn't on last time, I'm not sure which. I have to get over there. And if I don't need to spend ammunition, I won't. Thank you. Security clear, card 3. We can go down to 5 now. Should we hit 4 first or go to 5? 5's our goal, right? Let's go for 5 and see what happens.
The Shadow had changed Jules Marmont into a hostile, paranatural entity.
Oh, wait, I have another idea.
That made everything simpler. No arrest, no paperwork. I could put him down like the monster he was.
Okay.
Please hold.
This isn't the floor.
Please hold.
Elevator.
Please hold.
I was gonna go see the video in that security clearance 3 on floor 2, but I guess you and I can talk first. Your work, your art.
The Marmonts were holding a painter here. Rudolph Lane. Does that ring a bell?
The shame of a man.
I think you are, or were, Rudolph Lane.
Himself, a self-portrait, make them see.
Look, I might be able to help you, but I need information, cooperation.
No brush, just himself.
Very helpful. Oh, hello.
Rudolph Lane was dying. Both murderer and victim. Red hues ran down his hands. Was it scarlet?
What a weird museum. Yeah, I appreciate they're trying something different with the audio tour, but it's scary.
It was pure. Inspiring. For the first time in years, he wanted to paint. A self-portrait. To say goodbye. No. To make them remember. To make them see what they did. He slapped his hands against the wall to steady himself. He began from there. No brush. Just himself. The strokes were crude. Violent. The pain, misery, and hate he'd endured there. The fire in his eyes and hands and bones all spread into the shape of a man. It was quick. Natural. Like a heart attack. He slumped down to the floor, smiling at the anger he left smeared across the wall.
Oh, they really did Dark Soul pigment the shit? I mean, I think spending emotion on paint that way is something Jackson Pollock and many others have done before, but yeah, there are similarities. Was it 2 where there was that video playing in a room that had security clearance 3 we couldn't open? I think it was 2. It just came from there, where Ed's writing.
Sublevel 2.
Are they gonna spawn new enemies for me each time I go back to places? Sure sounded like they were gonna spawn something there. That's the one that's already open. Maybe they're not. I should be able to get in here now. I see you.
Lane was found dead in his cell this morning. It's an unfortunate setback. But when a door is closed, a window is opened.
Not necessarily true.
I believe that's the saying. Lane may be gone, but he left us with a goodbye present.
The painting?
A final piece of art. This piece is different. It's raw emotion, pure truth. He put everything he had into this one. Literally. Every reading we take is off the charts. This is what we have been waiting for. It is the key. I will achieve what no one has before me. Not darling, that arrogant shit. Not my selfish harpy or the wife.
So, we have a painter and a painting that can talk. Clearly connected. But Lane was dead before any of this even happened.
I never needed any of them. The fools will finally see me for the genius I am.
Would you like to come off the wall now? I think it's your time to dramatically enter the scene. Would you prefer I turn my back? Okay. Why did I get a musical sting a second ago? Is there an enemy out here I was getting near? Maybe it was just... Oh god, I didn't even see you. Interview room. Any paint in here? Nope. Could be trapped in here by the paint out there, though. We'll see. If a window opens when a door closes, you should sue your architect and or construction crew. Beat Sniper Elite. Not doing challenge run. GG on Sniper Elite, Sad Cat. That was 5, right? Oh, I played a little of that and enjoyed. Hope you were enjoying it. Where does the FBC find these people? Modern science degrees include units on ethics. Jules probably wasn't paying attention in that class. Just because you learn ethics doesn't mean you're required to apply them. From Dr. Jules Marmont to Project Romnus staff, status of Project Arbitus. As a head of research of the Lake House, it is important that I am informed of all proceedings in this facility. Since the other Dr. Marmont is failing to provide me with details about her team's progress, I ask that you all seek information from members of her team. Anyone who comes to me with details on Project Arbitus's current progress will be rewarded. Regards, Dr. Jules Marmont, co-head of research. Yeah. Okay. Those things came to life. I'm still safe. Got a little more info. Let's get to floor 5 now. Nothing's here to attack me. Nothing's attacking me. Nothing is still attacking me. We're getting around without anything attacking us. Where is the elevator? Is that it? I'm safe. Nothing's attacking me. We're still safe. And nothing's attacking me. And I'm still safe and nothing's attacking me. Nope. Is it over here? As long as I say, nothing's attacking me, and nothing's attacking me, and I'm safe, and nothing's attacking me. There we go. Okay. Take me to floor 5. Oh, I'm gonna be blow windows yet again.
Sublevel 4.
Okay, I'm back. Did that thing say 4? Why do they bother to put buttons on the plot Vader? Oh. Haven't had a chance to see much of this game yet. It's mostly take place in the oldest house. No, this is the lake house, which is exactly what Explodaberry said. Very little of it takes place inside anything like this. Very, very little. Almost none of the base game. Though the FBC is a part of the plot. What is floor 4 supposed to be? Research archives. Shifting geometry bullshit. The archives, and this was Diana Marmont's office. That's Diana Marmont's office. And also where they held Magneto.
Oh, nice office.
Better check the level of iron in our blood before we go on. Architecture of this place in particular is really similar to the oldest house, though, so easy to assume. Absolutely. Yeah, with the brutalist corpo architecture and the video diaries we're finding, assumed it was the oldest house. They're doing a fantastic job recreating the feel of Control. 100%. 100%. Oh, please. I would love more batteries. I feel like I'm pretty light on those. Ammo's kind of okay, but I feel like I'm light on batteries. The heart wants what the heart wants. Yeah, but the heart will be gone because it was used in a ritual. Do you know that full quote, by the way? The full quote is, I think, enlightening, interesting, but also a little bit rough around the edges. I believe from the original text, that's Emily Dickinson, isn't it? It's, the heart wants what the heart wants, or else it does not care.
Come on.
I wonder if I should have Blackrock or be ready for shadow monsters instead. I'm gonna bet shaded on this floor. And have regular weaponry ready. Though they just gave me rounds for this thing. Hell yeah.
Need to keep an eye out for more of these.
Gotta quick slot that shit. Alright, so I've got 5 shots. Cool. Got a lot of ammo for my other weapons. Okay, we're gonna get this thing out because there are paintings here. How does the artist achieve that effect? That's amazing. Yeah, you would, wouldn't you? Never mind, no longer interested in the effect. So are the real ones that are going to step off always going to be just a little bit separated from the wall? Is that like a programming limitation or something? You didn't look like you were separated from the wall, I'm not sure. 3 shots. You're separated from the wall. Great. You're not. I'm still not sure about that idea. Yeah, I was just trying to look for you guys. Did I miss any loot around here? Like more Blackrock rounds? I hear you bubbling, gurgling, slurping, glooping, whatever. Just come to life or don't. Make up your fucking minds. Why can't art just pick? Why can't art just be clear, huh? Why can't art just be something I know whether or not I should shoot with an explosive? That's all I ask in this world.
Diana sat in her office. A weak desk light kept the darkness around her at bay. The silence of the archive suited her. She scowled at a series of graphs when the room turned red. Alarms blared. Breach detected. Then the walls of the archives rumbled. A tremor in the bones of the facility. One by one, the red lights went dark as a wave of nothing poured in from all sides. Diana stood, but there was nowhere to run. The sheer depth of the darkness terrified her. She realized they had done this. Her and Jules. Their ambition. Their hatred. Her desk lamp flickered. In the brief moment before it all went dark, she thought of Jules' smile.
Aww. Smith, I haven't talked once about the schedule tonight, have I? I forgot to do it even before we start the game. I'm sick. God only knows what'll actually happen. But the plan is to also stream Thursday, 6 p.m. U.S. Eastern starting time, and to begin Soma and see if we can fit that mostly into Scary October with the streams we have left. Also do that Sunday at 6 p.m. But in between those, Saturday, starting at 2 p.m. in the afternoon, Saturday the 26th, we are going to be celebrating Halloween as well as my dear daughter Hydra's birthday by playing Slay the Princess, which I think I can do all in one go. So that is probably Soma, 6 p.m. this Thursday. Slay the Princess, 2 p.m. Saturday. Soma, 6 p.m. Sunday. Ah, come on, I'm really dodging. Ah, come on. There's a fast one behind him. It just luckily doesn't have an angle on me until it switches behind me like that. Now I'm worried about. Shit, I'm doing terrible with the batteries. Wasting constantly. Terrible with the batteries. Let's reload everything before moving on and use a trauma kit too. Very awkward place to fight. That was a basey, scary October. Sickness can be a boon. Hydra as a child, I mean, I knew he was daddy, but I do. Who I adopted when she was 13 and I saw her at an arcade. With her permission, of course, not like kidnapping or anything. She wanted to be the greatest gamer ever. I saw the spark in her, and I've given her the resources to succeed. And she's never shown up on stream, because it's not cool, you know, whatever your dad's into, so. But yeah, my lovely daughter Hydra. Her birthday is actually the 30th, but she loves Halloween, so we say it's the 31st. She likes that. And then we celebrate it one day every time, and, you know, Halloween's gonna be a Thursday, so. Saturday. We do it Saturday. I don't like it when they reset like that. Don't like it at all. What I do like is when you give me resources! You can do that? Could you not do that? Is there any indication that was gonna happen? Am I not starting to have to break paint? Alright, well, I would love if there was a full heal kit inside this thing now. Oh, a trauma pad, okay. It's a Hydra. You can't kidnap mythical draconic beings. Like I said, you know, she's a teenage girl. She doesn't want that much to do with her dad, but one of the huge kindnesses she did me was adopting an online handle. similar to my own. So I guess I gotta like not walk near any of them ideally, so I don't get fucking grabbed like that. It's the only way I can control not losing health like that. Did I just hear one of them making a noise? Is this thing loaded? It is. Only 2 shots in it, but it's loaded. Is there loot over here? There's not. Are you coming to life? No, you are not. Anyone come to life over here? Come to life on the left? No? Okay, just regular check up on what's coming to life around here. Anyone coming to life? Did I make it to the office safely? What a time to say that! God, this place is a fucking maze. Is I supposed to get that earlier? I didn't mean to. I should have checked out the office first. Can I hit the light again? I thought it would turn on the lights in the rest of the place. This is Diana's office. Pretty nice, gigantic office. Oh. Generally, I have no idea if we're going in circles, and it's stressful. Well, with this level of background for a side character that I'm living in, it's not a bad dream within dream scenario of all things considered. Do you know the echidna is the closest animal to real-life Hydra, as it has 5 heads? You think of the mythical echidna? Which, as far as I know, has no relation, even in naming, to the real-life echidna. They come from different roots, I think. 5/12/2021 follow-up report regarding Redacted. On the morning of Redacted, the musician, held at the lake house for research purposes, was discovered missing from her cell. Security footage of the cell from the night before was damaged by electrical interference of an undetermined nature. Redacted, known professionally as Redacted, had produced a song called 6 Deep Breaths. I think that's what we're hearing right now. During her time at the lake house that was considered very promising as research material by Dr. Marmont and Dr. Marmot. Redacted somehow used her song to orchestrate her escape. Efforts to find Redacted were brief, with any wider search considered an unacceptable risk to the lake house's mandate of confidentiality. Huh. So innocent. Pretty nice gigantic office. Yes, windows on all sides, so no privacy. Also, yes. Go to Bright Falls and summon Samantha from the lake? No, thank you. Action to be taken. A. An investigation is currently ongoing as to whether any staff at the lake house were involved in the disappearance of Redacted. B. An investigation is currently ongoing as to whether the subject used the song they created as a redacted means of escape. C. All materials related to and work produced by Redacted will be stored in the archive for future reference. D. Online checks for the public reappearance of Redacted are to be performed weekly. Known web addresses associated with Redacted in the past. Known addresses with parautilitarian/AWE activity. Redacted. Thishouseofdreams.blogspot.com. I wonder if that's a real page. I'm not going to test here on stream. Redacted, Siren Society, Redacted, Blessed, Redacted, etc. For the up-to-date full list, refer to Redacted. Knowing them and, you know, they appreciate artists they work with, maybe it would be like the site of the real artist who did this song or something, but I'm not going to go test that right
now. The lake house was underwater. The Marmont's ambitions had finally been realized. Jules had dangled the painting like a lure and hooked an ocean. Their machines couldn't hold it. A fault in the system. The water rushed in, filled it until it was ready to burst. All their successes and failures had led them here. The work had made them into monsters. But the lake house was still theirs. It always would be. They could feel an outsider trespassing in their labs. I know you're here, they called out to the dark. They hunted floor by floor. They wouldn't let the intruders stop their progress. This was their home, their beloved tomb beneath the waves.
Does that refer to Rudolph Lane and the effect he had? Does that refer to something else? Does that refer to me, the intruder? Password 685298. Letter from Darling, archived 5 years ago. From J. Marmont to D. Marmont. Diana, I just received a letter from Darling about a request you made to bring in live subjects. What were you thinking? Do you know how that looks, Jules? Letter from Darling. What did he say? Was it approved? No, he refused. You know, protocol does not allow this sort of thing. And he says he will be making a trip to the lake house to check in on us soon. Like we are children. Oh. This is very bad for our reputation, Diana. Please, if you have an idea like this, come to me first, Jules. From J. Marmont to D. Marmont, abandoned project. 6 months ago. Diana, considering the details on the new page we have found, I believe we need to abandon the research into Alan Wake's writing. We must not endanger our staff. Regards, Dr. Jules Marmont, co-head of research. Don't pretend like you're worried about them, Jules. You're just looking out for your own ass. The fact that the pages are detailing future events means they are the correct method. We have to learn how to harness their power and dictate events to meet our goals, not Wake's, whatever those may be. The ATDs are producing better and better results. We just need to keep doing the work. It is a real website. Sam Like You Hack. The blog is written by Samantha. I doubt. Is it from the artist who did 60 Breaths? Broke my immersion by not speaking a Dutch accent. I can only apologize. No, Diana, I'm looking at the page right now. Constant imbalance, out of control, a crack in the lake house. If we continue with this research, we will lose our facility. Perhaps more than that. What is the point in succeeding if we are dead? I am head of research, and I forbid you from proceeding. You can't forbid anything. You're not going to keep me from the most important work of my life. If you're too much of a coward to keep pushing ahead, then I'll finish what we set out to do here alone. We have plenty of ongoing lines of research. I suggest you pick one and leave Wake's writing to me. You always needed me more than I needed you. Official complaint 2 days ago. From P. Greenberg to J. Watterson. Hello, Dr. Marmont. What best to J. Watterson? No, whatever. I received your formal complaint about Jules' behavior. You claim he is maliciously keeping research material away from your team, but he says that you have simply been misplaced. I understand you're frustrated, but I recommend giving his team a week or so to find the pages and return them to your team. If this issue persists at that point, then let's discuss your desire to escalate the issue. Does that sound agreeable? Harry Kingston, Facility Administrator. I think we have to turn the light off and deal some more with Jules now, maybe. What's out the other side of this? There's more shadow and stuff. Yeah, it looks like I probably don't want to progress in that direction. If I run around the side, am I in trouble or am I safe? Safe. Have I picked up any heals? I have not. Great. Oh, buddy. Okay. What's happening inside here now?
Some big experiment tomorrow. I can't find the details anywhere. That bastard is hiding them. All those years, he steals credit for my ideas and my work, and now he's scared of being plagiarized? Oh, that is really fucking rich, Jules. Oh, and he's reportedly misplaced the manuscript pages I need for my work. Suddenly, the exact pages that I need to reference have just vanished. He is actively impeding critical bureau research. I mean, if he can do that, then what is stopping me from going down to that lab? And I don't know, just inverting the amplifiers or misaligning the receivers or both. It's the same thing in principle.
I might be misremembering.
He booked the lab.
Hang on.
Some big experiment tomorrow.
Oh, it's what we heard.
I can't find the details.
The amplifiers, receivers, that may refer to equipment from the game Control that protected people and contained
steals credit
certain
for my ideas and my work, and now he's scared of being plagiarized.
Certain
that is really fucking rich, Jules.
Paranatural events and
and
things.
he's reportedly misplaced the manuscript pages I need for my work.
Let me turn this down a little bit so I can read this.
The exact pages
From Dr. Casper Darling, FBC head of research, to Dr. and Dr. Marmon, subject site to get you started. I couldn't stop thinking about this new direction for the lake house after I got back to New York. I hope pivoting to researching Threshold Redacted's reality manipulation effect wasn't too much of a shock for you. It seemed like your work on containment was stalling, so I decided you all could use a fresh start. Here's something to get you started. Some drawings made by a certain redacted a while back. Files 60-001 through 004 found in the attached envelope. Test for any reaction they may trigger with the shadow. Still don't like how unscientific that name is. You can designate the artist as P6 in your records. I expect regular updates. Go team! We have 2 pictures.
That bastard is hiding them.
Is that a manuscript page over here?
He steals credit from my ideas and
it's a
my
red tree
work,
drawing.
and now he's scared of being plagiarized? Oh, that is really fucking rich, Jules. Oh, and he's reportedly misplaced the manuscript
Oh,
pages
thank you for another
I need
trauma
my
kit.
work.
In fact,
Suddenly,
I'm going to use it now to be safe, honestly. Hopefully that convinces them to give me another in the next loot box. Hopefully. Alright, where do I want to go? What do I want to accomplish here? Get to the experiment site. Alright, I only went down to 4. I need the elevator to go to 5. Which direction's the elevator? There's the elevator!
Inverting the amplifiers.
Just run for it. Just run for the elevator. Cool. Christian, thanks for hanging out. Sleep well, sweet dreams. Have a good evening.
The color was pure. The fire made them see.
Oh, Jesus.
Are you scared?
1, 2, 3.
Have you ever considered maybe you just don't get art, Estevez? That's the painting we saw in a vision earlier. Not the painting we've been talking to necessarily.
The Marmonts had opened the door into Cauldron Lake's threshold. It was forced, it was unstable. Shutting the experiment down was the only option.
What? Who just did that? The other person that rose from the paint? Diana? You're not walking quite normally, Diana. You're not behaving quite normally, Diana. Could you explain the purpose of this experiment? Are there any documents on this I could read to catch up? Is this within protocol? Well, he wanted to cut the painter open to get the paint out. Maybe she wants to smash the scientist open to get the papers out. It's performance art, Hydro. Oh, I never understand that stuff. It makes sense.
Typical fucking...
Okay, so what am I trying to do here? Are you shade or are you... Okay. I'm hoping to, like, essentially stun her with enough damage and then figure out what I'm trying to do here. Is that the best stun I can get?
Sure.
That's the switch I need, right?
Where'd she go?
I'm not allowed to use it. Do I have to do energy stuff? Do I have to do power stuff? I don't see any, like, power cubes. I see some ammo. Oh, hello. Oh, yeah? That kind of hit me. Thank you. What? What do you mean more problems? That's a painting enemy. Kind of losing health rapidly from those attacks. Really? Okay, is it about just damaging her? Come on, flashlight, where are you?
Why did you idiots think this was a good idea?
Come on, late on that one. Did they give me a trauma kit? They have given me one. Shit, not one of those attacks. Defeat Dr. Marmon. Okay. Figure everything else about saving our life now. The switch! Switch. I'm gonna reload my shotgun before I touch that, actually. You know how museums can be. Look, you're angry. I get it.
I know what the Marmonts did to you, to Rudolph Lane. I will do whatever I can to make sure this kind of thing doesn't happen again.
The putrid weight he could never wash away!
The threshold is tearing itself apart. I need to. Marmonts are dead. I don't know if that's any sort of consolation, but it's done.
The pain, it was all over him.
That was blood.
Look, I'm sorry. I know you didn't make a choice here. It's not fair, but I have to shut this threshold down before it fractures.
Did we develop a mind place from that experience? Do we have interiority now? We need to find a room, you know, make it livable. Nice.
Agent Estevez stood in the forest just outside of Bright Falls. She watched her team detain Alan Wake and Ilmo Koskinen, stuffing them into black SUVs. She realized this was the moment Wake had been writing in the vision she had seen. The story was coming true. She pushed the thought out of her head. It had been a good tip, a way to find Wake. Nothing more.
Alan Wake!
Oh, hey, Ed.
After the Threshold event collapsed, I was back at Cauldron Lake. But for a moment, I was somewhere else. I saw Alan Wake there. He was writing about me finding him in Bright Falls, in the woods. It was a good tip. I called the surviving
I love that
members of
tone.
my team.
I mean, it was a good tip.
Meet me there.
I don't know where it came from, but, you know,
These cases,
take advantage of it.
they never get less ambiguous or easier. This one, this was tough. Because protocol says entities like the Taken are monsters, threats. But the Marmonts were monsters way before the Shadow got to them. So at the end of the day, what's the difference?
Oh, now reloading's not the wrong reaction. Well, that was not as relaxing as I thought our weekend at the lake house would be. I think the lesson we learned is that when you are booking an Airbnb at a lake to just get away from it all and reset mentally, consider the lake. Do some research. Not all lakes are created equal. Whew. Sam Lake does Sam Lake things, classic. Ed is free, yeah, we helped free him. We were all teleported out of the lake house. I guess that was Alan's doing? What other positive influence was there around that would help us? Interesting. As a fun little episode, yeah, I enjoyed that. I thought for sure the Marmonts turning against each other was going to be some twisting effect of the lake house. The lake, you know? But they seemed to make it almost explicit that those two just sucked. Just sucked. And turned on each other once they had this co-director point and there was nowhere left to rise to apart from if they could push the other down. Interesting. That was good. Enjoyed it. Enjoyed it. Lack of humidity will always be bad. Also, avoid museums. Exercise, you know. Wonder what would happen if anyone else cringe posts the Sleepy Smiter, would they also get one? I should probably wouldn't. Oh no, you've been smited. Okay, we've seen what happened. Wonder if that was the only ending with the Marmonts and Mr. Lake. Oh, you mean like if I'd done more exploring, if there might have been more to unlock? Possibly. I sort of doubt there would be a whole other ending, but I really don't know. I'm trying to remember if any of the other games have multiple endings possible. I've never been aware of any. I think Control only has one ending. One thing Control has is amazing side quests. That's one of the big differences between this and Control is a little more sort of open. You can go back and check out lots of things in Alan Wake 2 that you couldn't access originally and find new stuff. But Control has a little bit sort of more, not open world, but open structure, and the side quests are bigger. It's not better or worse, I'm just saying. So Control might have more exploration and ways to find another ending, but I don't remember getting a hint there was, and I don't think there is in 2. Alan Wake 2. Can I get a college art credit for the DLC? 100%. Send me whatever forms, I'll sign them. Absolutely. Yeah, I'm gonna say that was excellent. I enjoyed that little interlude. I enjoyed the first DLC quite a bit for being so much more comedic and ridiculous and really fun. And on the whole, I would say Alan Wake 2, with its DLC, even just the base game, is 9 out of 10 for me. My criticisms have not changed. They are still just, I don't totally get why they let you swap between Saga and Alan, and I think it occasionally detracts, but not hugely. It's just a weird sort of thing, I guess. That I think the controls can be a little bit tighter in places, at least on mouse and keyboard, but even some of them, like I said, if they expect that much action from you, maybe your dodge should be less sort of like, whoa, and more sort of, whoa, and you quickly know when you're dodging, when you're not, and you're ready for another action at an obvious point. And I think that Saga's mind board, case boards in the middle don't need to be that much. Everything else about it, very positive on. Very positive. I know I just detailed the negatives, and I haven't said anything specific about the positives, but like 90-95% positive. Loved it. Loved it. Way that Remedy clearly wants to tell a specific story because they feel multiple endings are unlikely. Yeah, they've left themselves obvious threads to explore. Big ones like the cliffhanger ending of the main story of Alan Wake 2, small ones like Tor and Odin wandering into the lake, but that doesn't mean they're dead. Who knows where they are and what's happening to them. You'd only be able to affect really tiny things, I think, and allow them. I guess there are developers who have had many multiple ending games, and then if they did a sequel, there was just, oh, that's the canon ending and the others aren't, but it doesn't feel Remedy. I don't think any other games have multiple endings. I doubt this one did for the DLC or main game. Seven Essence? I doubt it, but I forget what the URL is, so I can't go double check. Do struck messages show up in live replays? I doubt it. No, they don't. Okay, thanks, Swabberry. They don't delete on your personal feed during the live stream. If I struck down interesting, you'd still be able to see it, but no one else would. Should have done a Tor Odin DLC after they went for a swim. By the way, I doubt there will be more DLC. I don't know if they've said either way, but today marks the release of the physical edition of the game, and so I believe Alan Wake 2 is now complete, I think. We've seen everything it has to offer apart from the final cut. I'm almost certainly not going to be playing that on stream. If you are totally taken by this, you have two options. I'm sure there are multiple videos. You can find one from a creator you enjoy the output of, detailing the sort of special stuff that's added in the final cut. But also, I'm afraid it's only available on Epic on PC, but I don't think Epic's that bad at Game Store, and they're having their Halloween sale right now. Alan Wake 2 is on sale. If you like this, Alan Wake 2 is on sale. I believe Alan Wake 1 and Control are on sale also. I think. Wow, now I gotta spend more monies. We left the player in the cell. No, he teleported out with us. He's good. He's good. Control's on sale on PSN. It's sort of the right sort of age, too, I imagine, and it's the right season for Alan Wake. Control likes to surprise you and, you know, jump scare you just a bit now and then. And Control has a theme about possession, but it's not as much horror as Alan Wake is, 1 or 2. Not at all. But all of Remedy's games kind of sort of would be the things that fit into a Halloween sale. And Alan Wake 2 is just the right age for a sale. I imagine on consoles, you'd probably on sale on Xbox too. EGS still needs better optimization, but that is fine. Optimization? Just you mean like resources takes? I think I know what you mean, and actually I feel like it's started and closed faster and easier than it felt like it did in the past, but I haven't actually measured RAM it's using or any timing or anything like that. I know a lot of people dislike that it doesn't have social like features, which surprised me when I first heard that, because it was one of those times where you get a lesson where you go, oh, that's not the norm, that's just what I think. I've never paid any attention to the social features on Steam other than my friends list and the overall review scores. I don't follow curators, I'm not part of any communities. I guess I've probably gone to the forums for games when they showed up in searches sometimes when I was looking for an issue, so I guess I've taken advantage of them. I never thought about them. So the first time I heard someone be like, what I really hate is that Epic is so far behind on its social things, I was like, no one uses those. Wait, I don't use them, that's all I know. They didn't have reviews for a long time, but now they do reviews, but they do them in a really interesting way. Everyone's tried to combat, review bombing. And their way is only by offering random players the opportunity to review. So if you want to go give a review to a game, probably can't. You have to have a certain amount of time, and then you may get offered to put a review on something. Oh, we've got a final one of these.
Suddenly in the darkness, something glinting, a crystal panther.
Boom. Boom. This is the last Alan Wake 2 Panther. We'll be going back to the normal one, and then other themed ones in future as the idea and the time to put them together comes to me. That's the final Alan Wake Panther. Let's do it one more time, just so everyone can appreciate it correctly with that in mind. Let's do it one more time.
Suddenly in the darkness, something glinting.
What is it?
Crystal panther.
That's what it is. That's what it is. Thank you for the final Crystal Panther level Dark Place redeemed. Caroline, I hope you enjoyed. I hope everyone enjoyed. Hope you all enjoyed the stream and Alan Wake 2 and the Lake House DLC and all of that. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. Stream tomorrow? No stream tomorrow. We're doing a big stream on Saturday, so I was already planning to take tomorrow off, and I think it's a good idea given my health situation you can hear. The plan right now, and I will change this if I have to for the health situation, but the plan right now is no stream tomorrow. Stream on Thursday at the usual time, 6 p.m. US Eastern, of Soma is my thinking. Soma, let me pull this up on my phone because I can't easily do things on my computer while this game is running. I believe Soma is rated for like 15 hours at the sort of midpoint, so 4 or 5 streams or something is what I'm hoping. Fit it largely into Scary October. Maybe run a little bit into November, we'll see. Because it's definitely a horror game. Soma on Thursday is the thinking. Oh, less, yeah, it says Soma, main story 9 hours, main plus extra 11, completionist 11. So I play a bit slow, but fingers crossed. Also, I do have to say, I know some people are excited for Soma. I've seen one clip of it, and it was deeply intriguing, but also rather upsetting. So, I mean, it wasn't even a graphic clip, and I imagine the game gets graphic, but just the idea and the voice acting and so on was, ooh. So, it may be a hard one to watch. It may be a hard one to play. I'm not promising I'll beat Soma. I'm just planning around the possibility I give it its full time. We're gonna try it on Thursday. Saturday, we have a special Halloween/Hydra's birthday stream where I'll be playing Slay the Princess. That starts 2 p.m. US Eastern, or earlier than usual, 4 hours earlier than usual. Sunday, back for more Soma at 6 p.m. So that's Thursday at 6, Saturday at 2, Sunday at 6. Also, there is daylight savings time coming up this weekend for the UK, and then 2, 3, 4 weeks later for the US. Fuck. Daylight savings time is coming up, but I forget what day it changes. If you're in Europe, generally, not just the UK, I believe you have the same change as the UK does. I'm familiar with how the UK does it, just because, you know, I watch some of the UK streamers like Tino and stuff. Follow me at twitch.tv/badweed. Oh, hey, Sam Lake wrote lyrics for one of the songs too? That's cool. What was I saying? A point is, there's currently a 5-hour difference between me and London and the western edge of, actually, no, they're already on, there's currently a 5-hour difference between me and London, and similar between other European places. That changes by an hour to, I think, just 4 for a while, for a couple weeks, and then snaps back. Times may be a bit weird. Double check them. Double check them if you're not here in North America. Hope you feel better soon. Thank you so much. Feeling better soon. Soma. This game contains psychological horror, physical horror, and strong themes of mental health. Trigger warning, flashing lights, thalassophobia. I can describe to you the clip I saw, just for an example of people wondering what they mean by psychological horror and physical horror. The clip I saw was the player looking at, I believe, sort of like a robotic arm that had like a little camera on it, and they were communicating with it and hearing a voice back through speakers. And I think they had to flip a switch to like change the electrical current to open up a path. But when they did, the electricity flowed through the robot, and it screamed in abject pain and begged them to stop. And the player was like, "You're a robot." And they were going, "What are you talking about? I'm real. I'm a person. I'm human. This is real pain you're hearing." That kind of like, just a little bit unsettling. I'm sure it gets worse. So we'll see about Soma, but I'm deeply interested. Oh, cool. Should I be scared? Unsure. Everyone have a pleasant day/night. Yes, please. Everyone have a lovely time zone. Thank you so much for hanging out. I hope you can make it to Thursday. If you can't, or if you're not interested in Soma, which is 100% fair, I hope you can make it to Saturday. Saturday is going to be a weird game, but I think it's going to be far, far less upsetting. It's called Slay the Princess, and I believe you do slay a princess, but it's a game I'm going to be playing many times through because there's a lot to discover, and I don't think it's as upsetting. I don't know for sure, but I hope you can make it to some stream in the future. Whether you do or don't, though, thank you so much for hanging out tonight. Take care of yourselves. Have a lovely evening, have a lovely day, have a lovely whatever. And as I indicated earlier when I picked up my phone, it's very hard to work with anything else on this computer right now while this fucking incredibly high-end game is playing. So I'm not going to be of help finding you any entertainment. I wish you luck in that. Have a good one. Think of the stream, rest up well. I will go get some rest. Thanks for the stream. Good relaxing art gallery visit. Glad you enjoyed. Thanks for the stream. Thanks for being here, Varnathan. Thanks for doing all the links. Yes, if you want a little help with the schedule, I'll keep it updated in Discord. And I don't think those timers that change to your time zone update ahead of time for daylight savings time. But I think once daylight saving times happens, I think then they update and show the right. I think. We done here? Okay. Have a good time zone, Samantha. Night, everyone.